Yeah. Na, 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 yeah. Hey, I'm Say Robbie, baby. Yeah, I came from the dirt. Built myself up while these clowns still hurt. Pearl clutch queens better running high, cause I'm pulling screenshots for the live stream ride. Got Baron in the window, Trump in the cage. Meanwhile, these bitter hoes stuck filled with rage. Talk slick online with a fake little grin, but panic starts the second that I log in. Take it or leave it, believe it or not, I'm serving tea so hot it'll burn up the pot. You thought I was quiet, baby, what a shock. Tonight I'm exposing every fake on the block. Receipts in my hand, got the chat going wild. These messy little haters acting bitter and vile. Granny Fanny running mouth all day non-stop, but I'm about to send a whole panel into shock. Amy in the shadows trolling down south. Fake accounts dripping venom from the mouth. Click, click, boom, and the screenshots drop. Say Robbie's alive and the views don't stop. They gossip in circles while I speak facts. Meanwhile, the stories keep cracking with cracks. Type fast, lie fast. Swear they so tough till receipts hit the screen and they suddenly hush. I don't do fake, I don't kiss no rings. I drag nonsense while that cash app sings. Been rock bottom low, now I'm back on top, and I ain't slowing down till the drama all drops. Oh, clutch your pearls, grab your wig. Robbie came through and the mess got big. Live stream lights in the comments fly. Another fake exposed while the viewers cry. Receipts in my hand, yeah, the truth don't sting. I don't need permission, I don't need a king. Granny Fanny better zip that lip before another screenshot makes the whole ship tip. Amy and the trolls keep hiding in the dark, but I'm lighting up the chat with a petty little spark. Take it or leave it, believe it or not. Say Robbie's in the building, now the whole room hot.
Sorry, guys, 1 second. I'm grabbing my coffee. It was just brewing. So give me 1 sec. Okay. All right. So this is going to be a very informative live stream for you, and you can take it as you take it. And we're just going to roll with it. And hey, Bill. Hey, Siren. Yeah, so about that, listen, and I don't know, I think Tiffany's awake, but Tiffany, if you're around, you guys can correct me about a certain date of something, but I'm pretty sure I know the time. Well, I do know the time. So, do you guys remember when, and yes, this stream is about Granny Fanny and Amy, 100%, in my opinion, by the way, but I think you'll agree after this, but it's up to you. Um, but this is what I've thought before, and I know for sure that Crama True History channel, at least one of them, is Amy and Granny, and I'm gonna prove it. So grab your coffee, grab whatever it is that makes you feel good about yourself, and buckle up, motherfucker. And Granny Fanny, I just saw you're streaming me. I'm glad your people are gonna see this, 'cause I'm right. Gather around.
No, no chance, dance. No, no dance, dance. No, no chance, no dance. No, no chance. Give me second chances.
That's so cool!
I won! Yay! Ow! Ow! My
So I've heard a lot of talk, especially in the past, and I'm gonna show it to you, about this Glenn guy, I guess. Not Glenn from like Natasha Cooper Glenn, but Glenn, this other guy that was like friends with Tiffany or something. So people in the past have said, oh, I've heard that it's him, or I've heard this channel is him, or I've heard that he's the Meth Tiff channel. Hey Amy, how you doing? How are you? You doing okay? Are you shitting your pants maybe? A little bit? So let me read you a message real quick, and then I'm going to put some screenshots up as well. But just to break the ice, if you will, okay? Yeah, he's never going to... by the way, Pocket Sand, he never left. Because Granny Fanny is Meth Tiff, in my opinion. See, he's always done behind-the-scenes shit for Amy, and there's plenty of messages to prove that. If I need to do a second live stream, I will. Granny Fanny has always been Amy's go-to, all right? And that is, if she ever had trouble, she would always come to me and Nikki and be like, Granny Fanny's going to do this for me. Granny Fanny's doing that. But it's always behind the scenes. So he says he left, but he never left YouTube. He just trolled under other accounts and all that shit. And yes, hey, Scotty, I did show Tiffany this. And, you know, Tiffany has her opinions, and she was like, no, I think it's this person, that person. Well, do you guys remember Stephanie? What was her channel name? Remember her son got hit? God, she was a great moderator and stuff. I'm just drawing a blank on her name. Steph. Well, she no, I didn't, Scotty, but I'm getting into that. That's why I'm so happy Granny Fanny is sniping me. So Steph sent me a message September 21st of 2023. Dates are important here, folks. Okay? September 21st of 2023. Now, I'm not showing her screenshot just because, I mean, it's one message. But she says, hey, so that Meth Tiff guy, his name is Glenn. I'm not saying where she says he's from because I don't want to do that. And he's from Tiff's old community, from what I understand. Okay? From what I understand, she says. That's coming from Tiff and from another separate source because I told people I was going to do all I could to look into who it was, and information was thrown my way. Now, if you guys don't know, one of Crama True History's original channel names was Meth Tiff. Okay, and I believe there was multiple let me have more coffee. Meth Tiff accounts, just like there is Crama True History. Now, that time, now Tiffany, since you're here, can you tell me, because remember, the original Crama True History channel went down for either terms of service or copyright. Okay? So, do you remember the original date that came around? Now, the reason this date is important when Steph sent me this message is because that is when this channel started popping up. It was a newer channel within a couple of months. A couple of months. A couple of months. So how long has that channel been around, Tiff? Do you remember? Can you give like an approximate? No. Is that the exact date? Because this is the date of the message Steph sent me that. So interesting. So interesting, isn't it? Now, Tiff, if you don't mind telling me, what types of things did this Meth Tiffany or Meth Tiff account say to you, do to you, that kind of stuff? I don't remember the exact date, but I want to say it was early 2023. Yes, it was. You are correct. I just don't know the exact date, but you are correct. And thank you for that information. This is just so. No, Scotty. Just watch. This is undeniable. And you know what? This is not for me to come out and say, you guys better believe me. Listen, I'm giving you information that was like, and I'm like, I always knew it was those crazy motherfuckers. Granny Fanny, you have been fucking talking disgusting under your Crama True History channel. And you, Amy. Horrible, illegal shit, by the way. Hey, Gladys. Horrible fucking shit. Now, don't come at me. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you can't guess. You can't. Listen, when there's troll accounts out here, this is Crama. This is mixed with true crime. People are going to sleuth. So, if you don't want people guessing who you are, then just be yourself. And, you know, I've had people say, no, I know it's not him. Okay, well, how do you know that? We don't know that it is or it isn't. But I promise you after this stream, you're probably going to change your mind on that. But again, that's up to you. All right? Hey, Wokey. So, okay, so hold on. Let me read this. I tried to troll Meth Tiff to suss them out. I do remember that, Tiffany. Now, Tiffany, why is that time of that year so important? Do you know why? Does anybody know why that specific time that Meth Tiff account popped up, why is that so important? Now, yes, I'm going to talk to you like you're little children because I want to make sure I explain this nice and steady for you idiots that are fucking dumb and close your mind to fucking common sense. All right? Ooh, Gladys got chicken pot pie? Ah, fuck it. Yeah, it's rainy and cold. I will tell you. Aha! Now, Tiffany, what happened when you and I fell out and then made up? Does anybody remember? Anybody? What happened with that? I made up with Tiffany and, oh God, who was that got really, really fucking upset and started doxing my family? And, you know, I think I just might have something here. And pay attention to the wording of this because she says a lot of the same shit about Tiffany, who became her friend after this, by the way. A lot of shit that she says about me and pretty much anybody out here that disagrees with her. All right. Now, let me get to the first message here so you can see the date. Okay. Hold on. Do you see the date up here? Now, this is not against Amber and Lycan, by the way. This chat was, we talked a lot of YouTube stuff in here, okay? We were very close. So May 29th of 2023. Wow, we're almost hitting the 3-year anniversary just in time to expose some evil fucking criminal ass trolls on the internet. Wow. So I made up with Tiffany. And this is when, before Amy went batshit crazy, that I was trying to explain to them why, you know, this is the right thing to do for me. Amy wasn't having it. But wait a minute, I thought Amy likes peace and she just wants her peace. The fuck she does. So she says, I have an issue with Tiff when she threatened my family and gave out a private chat. I honestly do not trust anyone on here anymore. Let's not forget passing my grandson's pics around and the reason Amber lost her channel. I said, I get that. I'm just tired of fighting with people, and maybe people can start communicating if they see people on opposite sides being able to be civil. Okay, that was the right thing to do for me. Amy says, Tiff needs her ass beat. And yes, I did put a laugh emoji to that. Or wait, no. I didn't, because I was getting along with her, but I would have before this. Before the piece, I would have. So I don't know who put that. Because there was 2 other people in here. So scratch that. I didn't do that. She said, yeah, but there are also boundaries, and if it's forgiven what they do, then they will do it again and again. Tiff has 13 years of trolling people and hurting people by the hundreds. When are people going to take a stand for what is right? Well, that's what I was doing. It's called peace. Amber said everything like it's hard to be around. I said, I'm just tired of people getting mad each time someone makes a peaceful gesture. That shit keeps the fire fueled, and I'm tired of being angry. Amy said, but I have self-respect, and I won't allow a person to treat me like shit. You know how hard it is for me, Robbie, after Tiff called you what she called you when you got married? Oh, Amy, sweetie, honey, sugar pie, honey, boo-boo, bitch. Do you hear the shit that comes out of your mouth with your little trolling friend, Granny Fanny, over there about everything and anything? People accepting her around is why fighting is happening. Well, you sure went hate bonding as soon as I fell out with Tiff and with you again, right? Okay, did I do that one? Sorry, they're not in order. I said, I want to feel peaceful. She said, what she's doing is going from channel to channel, getting people to turn. That's what Amy says all the time. I get that. I said, I'm not turning. I'm turning in all directions trying to settle shit. Because that's what felt right for me to do. All right? So now let me go see if Tiff responded to that real quick. Threaten her family and pass. Yeah, Amy says that about it. That's her go-to. Hey, Mel. Hey, my family, my family. That's her go-to every fucking time. Tiffany, no, I think what it was, do you remember when I got married, there was that, and I get along with him. Wasn't it Aussie Outlaw? I love him, but he was streaming my wedding and, you know, there was gay puns and shit going around. You didn't get along with me at the time. I don't really think at the time he really knew me or we got along. So he was streaming the wedding and there may or may not have been some fucking slurs. Who gives a shit? Hey, Trisha. Yeah, he called me a poofter, which is like a gay. I don't give a fuck. At the time, I was like, fuck you, Tiffany, but who cares? I'm able to move on from shit, okay? Unlike you, Amy, when you fell out with me, you doxed my entire fucking life. And it was all because I made peace with Tiffany. Did anybody pay attention to the date of when Amy got mad and snapped about Tiffany and got really jealous that I made up with her? Hey, Katie. That was 3 months before that message in September, and when people are saying that meth Tiff account. Now remember, troll accounts always try to set up other people. You cannot forget that Amy and Granny Fanny met each other through trolling. I think he trolled her first, and then they became friends and trolled together and all that shit. So I want to point out something here. Now, I didn't take a screenshot, but let me go over here. And Granny Fanny, little bitch boy, you're welcome to come up and speak for yourself, honey. Little bitch boy always does this. When I put him in his place, he just goes live instead of manning up and taking a fucking link. Exactly. They frame people and nobody knows, okay, that it's not them. But I can sure as hell fucking assure you what I'm about to show you. I haven't even got to the meat and potatoes, cunt. What I'm about to show you, you're going to scratch your fucking head. If the dates and the timing of that meth Tiff account don't open your eyes just a tiny bit, I'm about to open them a lot fucking more. So hold on. All right, let me go over to this idiot's fucking channel. Oh. Granny Fanny, do you have really, really bad itchy nose allergies today? Because my intuition's just going crazy on you. All right, let me scroll down over here. Hold on. My God, this channel uploads too much shit. Hold on, I'm going to share the screen, so hold on a sec. Go to 6 days. Here we go. Now, there's something that gave Granny Fanny away, just specifically just in this post alone. So let me share the screen. Okay. So, this says, edited to add for Robbie. Just because AJ failed to kill you, and you failed to kill those you have attacked, besides when you brag that you killed Country Joe, I'm going to stop you there. Nobody bragged that. It's called intuition, and I was correct about the dates and everything. We're not going to go into that again. Holy shit, I feel like a man. Excuse me. Um, and that Rachel's daughter, okay, we're not even going to read the part about Rachel's daughter because Rachel and I, we're good. All right. And I've already apologized for saying mean shit to Rachel. It's called moving on and being adults. People like Amy have a problem with that. That ordeal nearly killed you and it stressed out tens of people. I think they meant tens of thousands or hundreds. And didn't it cost you $5,000 to save your life? Now, what they're referring to is what AJ, or not AJ, Amy forked out $700 into. And that's why she's so passionate to make this post on her troll account, Crama True History. Remember, this is all allegedly, in my opinion, and fucking receipts. So $5,000 sticks out quite a bit to me because Amy, mainly Amy, but also Granny Fanny are the only ones who said that it cost me $5,000. It didn't cost me $5,000. It cost me about $2,000 out of my own credit card, and everybody else I think donated. You can go back. I put the live streams on private because AJ and I are good now, but the numbers are key because I raised like $3,000. But Amy always says 5,000. It could have been 4,000. I know like Chris, my lawyer, gave me like he worked with me on the deal and stuff, and originally I think I had to do the 2,000 down, and then maybe it was 2,000 on top of that. Either 4 or 5,000. And I'm glad you pointed that out because the only people that ever say 5,000 is Amy. And then Granny Fanny says that. Okay. And don't give me, I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, Crama True History probably heard that. Well, just hold on to that thought. Okay. So then, they say that should mean you should pay back 5,000, blah, blah, blah. Pay back Lavina her money she donated to save your life. Eat a dick. How about that? Donation is a donation, you fuckface. And then Amy, and I'm just going to start calling them Amy and Granny Fanny instead of Crama True History because I have every belief to fucking do that, and that's my opinion. Fuck you, red. They meant to say red dot lover. Now, the person who started the whole red dot, and they were probably the red dot Robbie channel, is Amy. Amy is the person who did that. I'm not going to go into detail out of respect for my ex and his family. She started that, and that you guys can pull up my address where I live now. I am not a red dot. Leaving it at that. Amy focuses on the red dot. She's always done that ever since the trolling. The day that I got arrested, that Wendy account activated. And that's Amy too, in my personal opinion, and Granny Fanny. See, these people can't come out and say what they feel as themselves. That's why their cameras are never on. That's why they're not themselves. And they'll go under these troll accounts that say the worst shit. And then they'll come on as themselves like Amy does and be like, I don't even care about this place. Oh, yes, you do, but you only care about it while you're under your troll accounts. And you can act nice and... No, Scotty, Amy's the one who gave Mandarin Hooker that information. The only people who knew about that is Nikki and Amy, and that was before I got married. And now Amy's excuse is, you never told us about that before the wedding. There were kids there. There was no kids at my wedding, number one. Number two, it's nobody's fucking business. Mind your own business, Amy. And number three, you did know about it. And you gave the information as soon as we fell out. Matter of fact, you guys can go back and even find the dates of when Mandarin Hooker and everybody started calling me that. And they started talking about that. That was back when Amy and I fell out. That was also around 2023, September, around that time. Because that's when we fell out. But yes, Mandarin Hooker did go hard with it. But no, it was Amy who shared all of my family's information. When she was digging on my family, my ex's family and all that, she was giving that information to Mander, Hooker, anybody that hated me, Amy went to. Period. Oh, hold on, I got to choke. Oh. Ah. Yes, that's why I'm trying to go nice and through the steps, Mel. Okay, so let's get back to this post. Blah, 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 attempted murder. Wait, in the law, there is a murder and attempted murder. You don't brush it under the rug. Someone has to pay for the, and in the Crama True History's opinion, which is Amy and Granny Fanny, you and AJ both should be rotting till death in jail. That's also something Amy always fucking says. They should be in jail. They should be this, that. Shut the fuck up, Amy. Pay back the 5,000. If it is all water under the bridge, you cunt. And Tiffany, YouTube just offered me a disgusting video, which is on YouTube right now, of you naked doing all kinds of nasty things. And then your son knocks on the door and you fly out of bed running to stop him from coming to your bedroom. Now I want to stop there as well. Amy has the full fucking video of when, do you remember when the link was going around and it was, sorry to talk about this, Tiffany, but they brought it up. Amy has the videos of you. Of course she's going to threaten that. And of course, Amy fucking saves everything like that. All right. Did you know that, you evil, disgusting pig? You are lucky I am not sharing it. Please. Charles Manson was also a crazy menace and he rotted and died in jail. Hitler was also a crazy menace. Crazy menaces are dealt with the law. That's exactly what how you're going to be dealt with, Crama True History, Amy and Granny. I would love for them to see what's in your devices. Because this channel does crazy fucking illegal shit. Non-stop. That's why it's a troll channel. Oh, and after this, there's more. Menaces that use your child to get wins on the internet against strangers. Well, Amy does that all the time. My family, my family, my family. Only crazy menaces that have left evidence of how low they will go to break the law and attack innocent people and their children are stupid enough to threaten and bully people, warning them that they are crazy menaces. We're getting to the good part. This is how stupid you are, AJ. Keep leaving evidence. Just like when Robbie... Here's the part you need to pay attention to, folks. Just like when Robbie ran crying to Granny Fanny for a letter to save his life against you. Now, Amy typed this, okay? In my opinion, she typed this because, first of all, she got it wrong. But I just want to ask you guys first, before I continue, what do you guys know about Granny Fanny, any letter, any court stuff? Anybody know? And it has to be not a troll account answering this, by the way, because Granny, Fanny, and Amy, I know you're probably fucking going crazy under your troll accounts right now, so I'm not going to take your answer into consideration. Does anybody know anything about that? Who's Debbie? How would they know that? There's no fucking way they would know that. Know what, Tiffany? Do you know? What would they know? Because nobody's saying that they know anything about it that I'm seeing in the chat so far. And it's funny because they actually twisted it. That's why it's Amy that wrote this. I never went to Granny Fanny crying for any letter or anything like that. What happened was Granny Fanny out of nowhere sent me a letter and an email. Anybody know anything about that? Does anybody know any fucking thing about that? Have you ever heard me speak in detail or anything like that? What day was that, Scotty? Wonder what day that was. Because nobody ran to him. And the only person that would know about that is Granny Fanny. And it's funny the way he worded it, or Amy worded it here too. Because this is what I got. He forwarded, sorry AJ, this is just to show how snaky they are and to prove my point. He came to me, okay? And he wrote this when I was going through the whole situation with AJ. And do you remember how Granny Fanny lied to all of you guys and said he never supported me, he never messaged me off YouTube, anything like that? Yeah, that's a lie. This was November 20th of 2021. He says, "My name is Joe Bertolino. I'm writing this email to relay my experiences with a creator online known as AJ. Variants thereof, as well as several other fictitious accounts on YouTube. Kind of like you, Joe." Then he just goes into talking about Mary Marlowe. But he was basically writing a letter for the courts around that time. Okay? Now, why in the fuck would this Crama True History channel focus on that like they did me a favor? Why the fuck would they do that? Because it is Amy and fucking Joe. This channel is them. Every fucking thing about this channel screams them. Now, does anybody remember why Milan's not been coming around in Granny Fanny's chat? Anybody know? Anybody seen her over there lately? She over there right now? Anybody remember around the date maybe that happened? Because I remember it was around the time I think that I moved into this apartment. So that was sometime last year. Have you seen her around much since then? Has anybody seen her around that much? Yeah, it's totally fucking them. And unless somebody can convince me otherwise, no. The dates of the fucking channels being created, the shit that they say, their feelings getting hurt so much. But the key thing is, why the hell would Amy do that to her friend? No, this channel has gone after Milan before, hasn't it? Hasn't this channel gone after her? Well, don't you remember when Milan was in fucking Granny Fanny's chat, disagreeing with him? I don't remember the exact date. And he, like, basically was snarky with her, and she left the fucking chat, and I haven't seen her around much since. Funny how that channel started going after her, isn't it? Isn't that funny? Tony. No, it's not Tony. Are you guys talking about Tony, like Tony Macaroni or whatever? No. Listen, every person that this channel goes after is fucking people that Amy and Granny Fanny hate. Now, it may have taken a couple of digs at them themselves, but I mean, that's just a cover up. It's easy to troll and maybe take a dig at yourself or go in your own fucking chat. You want to see something cool? Anybody want to see something really cool? Watch this. To the people that are like, that's not me. How could I'm live right now? They're in my chat. Shut the fuck up. Shut your fucking mouth. Look at this. Coming in hot, bitches. Coming in hot. Who the fuck's in my chat right now? Oh, is that my other channel? Is that my other channel? No, you guys, that's not me. I'm up here with my camera off, typing on my second channel. You guys are fucking idiots. If you fucking believe when someone's camera off that they can't be them because they're live. People can have multiple fucking devices. Hell, I could even do it while I'm sitting here. Look at this. You guys wouldn't even know. They're like, oh, I'm getting a text message. I'm getting a text. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, let me look at the chat. Let me go down here and just act like I didn't just fucking put something shady in my chat under my second account. Shut the fuck up, Robbie. You shut the fuck up, Save Robbie 2.0. Fuck you. Who the fuck are you? You're gonna come in here under a fucking account cloning me? Give me a fucking break. You guys are dumb. And you cannot pull the fucking wool over my fucking eyes. And I don't give a shit if people think I'm crazy. These are... Amy and Granny Fanny are fucking psychotic. Okay? And these motherfuckers have been trolling forever. Do you think they haven't gotten creative with it or learned how to do it a little bit better with technology upgrading a little bit? No. Their whole fucking purpose is to troll. And you just gotta listen to it from the horse's fucking mouth. What does Granny Fanny say all the fucking time? All the time. If anybody ever did this to me or my friends, I would fucking troll the fuck out of them under a troll account. Nobody would ever know it's me. I would do the most vile shit to them. Well, you do the most vile shit to people, Joe, and it's right fucking there. On this fucking channel of yours and Amy's. You do that shit. You couldn't do that without looking? It was kind of hard. I have predictive text, so it kind of helped, Tiff. It kind of helped me a little bit. Which stream, Tiff? You're having an affair with 2.0? Fuck you, Siren! 2 Robbies? Well, brace yourself, Anitra, because shit. I mean, what are the words I'm looking for here? God, I just can't think of them. Hold on. Shit, what was that? Oh, hold on just real quick. You guys look so pretty today. Sorry. Jesus was texting me. Sorry about that. Sorry. Well, look at that. There's a third Save Robbie. 2's company, 3's a crowd. What the hell is going? Get out of here, you fucking trolls. 1, 2, 3, why don't you let me get 180 degrees and I'm caught in between. 1, 2, 3, Peter, Paul, and Mary getting down with 3P. Everybody loves counting. Fuck it. I'm trying to see what, yeah, triplets. Hot triplets. So come get yourself a Robbie sandwich. You only want one, Robbie. Well, you know, greatness really can't be duplicated. Can you guys tell me what post you're talking about? Sorry, I was blabbing my mouth. If anybody wants to take a link, Granny, why don't you come up here and explain your fucking self? Because every fucking thing and every person that channel has gone against or dragged, always fucking talking about children. Who talks about children all the time? That would be Amy. But see what she does. And this is another thing to consider when you're making up your mind about this. What does Amy always say about her family? What does she always say about her family? She says shit like, let's not forget passing my grandson's pick around and the reason Amber lost her channel. And saying shit like, where is it at? Let me see. Oh, and yeah, she's not a violent person, Amy, or anything, but Tiff needs her ass beat. I think I've said that a couple times too, Tiffany. I think we all have. But she brings up what people do to her and her family. So if you're under a troll account and you're trying to make people look terrible, like Amy does, let me just ask the class a question really quick. Class, how does Amy try to frame people to look bad? What does she normally use to try to make people look bad? As herself, not under her troll account, Crama History. What does she normally use? What topic, what subject does Amy use to try to make someone look like a terrible person or a bully or a real lifer? Does anybody know what topic she uses? Out of curiosity? Anybody? That would be children. Okay? What the fuck does that Crama channel do all the fucking time? They talk about, to try to make people look bad, talking about children and family. Wokey, you get a star for the day. Good job, Wokey. Kids. Save the kids. That's what she fucking does. Yeah, she always says she has proof. We have proof. We have it all. No, you don't have shit. You know where you have it all and you store it all and you keep it all? Right over here. Right over here. Because Amy has it all. She has all of that Crama true history. And all that jazz. All of it. Because if you look at this fucking bullshit, it's just nonstop. Look at this. Now, I'm sorry, A guy named Glenn, who I don't even really know, he wouldn't be so persistent about a red dot or my case with AJ. He didn't even know who the fuck I don't we don't know each other. He wouldn't hate me so much as to share a post that Nancy deleted about me 6 days ago, sharing all my haters, hate bonding, and just talking about me nonstop. And look at again. Every time they bring me up, red dot, red dot, red dot. Amy, 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 and Amy. Amy, Amy, fucking Amy. Now listen, I think Amy does most of the legwork here because she has most of the time. Granny Fanny's off fucking doing his bullshit during the day, listening to all of us. And then Amy's getting everything prepared, doing all the trolling. But I guarantee they share this account. I can, and listen, I'm not saying it's, you need to believe me. I'm saying this is what I believe 100 fucking percent. Hello. Hello, Nikki. I can't hear you if you're talking. Can't hear you. A red dot is it's when there was somebody in a family I had married into. They are, and I'm not going to talk about, see, they want me to talk about my ex's family. Just look it up because I don't want to talk about it on here. It's not my business, especially anymore. It never was. And people tried to drag that person and make me look bad, make them look bad and all that shit. And I'm not going there. Thank you, Divergent. I'm not going to drag those people. I've made peace with that part of my life. I've made peace with the idea of my past and, you know, my old relationships and their family members. I'm not going there. These people have always done terrible shit to to my ex family members that I was married into. And I always tried to protect them, but, you know, I'm not bringing it up. These people fucking do it all the time. If someone took a screenshot of it, would have a timestamp on a meta info of what? If that post was before I went live or after I went live going on a cleaner. Scotty, they don't timestamp post anywhere. Wendy came back when Granny Fanny left. Thank you for pointing that out as well, Trisha. Because I definitely believe that Wendy account is also Granny Fanny and Amy. Listen, people, I used to be friends with them behind the scenes. I've seen what they talk about in group chats. It's way different than what they talk about online. For example,
can you hear me now?
Yeah. When Amy talks behind the scenes, and I actually was telling Tiffany this earlier today. When Amy's talking to you behind the scenes, she will say stuff like, I'm so fucking mad right now. Did you hear what this person said? I'm so fucking mad. We got to go live and talk about it. Schedule a live and I'll come up. I'm so fucking pissed right now. My head's about to pop. I can't even contain myself. Oh my God, I'm so fucking mad. And then when I would schedule the live, I would schedule it on the topic Amy was upset about. I would get worked up and then I would do my little spiel, do my little intro, drag the people. Amy would come up on the panel and what would she say? I don't know, Robbie. You know, I think you should just ignore these people. I don't even know anymore. These people need lives. When she was the one sending me all these things, saying how angry she was, and she would say, I don't even care. That's the same fucking shit she does on Granny Fanny's channel, and I guarantee both of these motherfuckers are behind the scenes doing all this shit because they care far too much to invade people's lives, talk about children, and all of this bullshit. Nikki, why do you look like a whore today?
Because I'm a whore.
You know what?
I can't help it. What?
I kicked myself off. I was gonna rage quit my live stream and leave you here.
Why? Because I'm here. Sorry, I'm late. I was not paying attention to the time. That's true. I mean, there's never been a time that I was late and I was not.
What do you think about all this? Because I did show you this privately.
Yes.
What do you think?
My opinion is I don't think that Amy is involved. I think Joe for sure, but I don't think that the others involved, nor Joe, trust Amy enough.
I
I don't
do,
think they do.
and one of the main reasons why is because they talk about my marriage all the fucking time. I mean, the only people who talk about my marriage to try to hurt me are dumb people that were really fucking obsessed with me at the time, and that's like
Mhm.
Iva, Amy. Nobody else fucking. I don't give a shit when they talk about that, but it speaks about their intention. Or Noodle Mash does that, but the things they talk about, I've always thought that it was. I questioned one time. I was like, Nikki, are you this person? Because it came into your chat first. But of
Yes,
course it
they
did.
emailed me.
Yes. And when you and I fell out, they started being a little bit nicer to me. And who the fuck
Mm,
was coming around when you and I were fighting? That would be Amy. So
yes.
I pay
Oh,
attention to shit like that. Okay. That channel didn't really go at me while you and I were fighting. They were going after you, they were going after other people. I didn't see them fucking coming for me. And now all of a sudden I'm this red dot again because Amy and I fell out. So I fucking pay attention to shit like that.
well, I think
Sorry, I was gonna burp.
that whoever it is, I think that they created that channel
Hey,
specifically
Tracy.
to go after Tiffany. And I was just, as I was talking, I don't know if you heard my voice clip, but I sent a voice clip, and I was looking just kind of because I don't have my external hard drive. That's where I have everything saved as far as that Crama channel is concerned. And when they started the channel, now I'm not 100% certain, but I'm almost certain that that channel, their initial channel, was started in July. So I was thinking to myself, I know that channel started out attacking Natasha. That I know for a fact, because when they sent me the link and I went to the channel, there was only like 4 or 5 videos and they had like no views barely, but it was only Natasha. And so I thought, okay, that can't make sense if they were going after Tiffany. So I just now went to Natasha's channel because I was curious. Was Tiffany friends with her? I can't remember what the fuck was going on in July. So I went over there, and yes, not only was Tiffany friends with Natasha, but she was not a frequent guest on her panel. So I thought, okay, so now this makes sense. So what I think that they did is they targeted Natasha because they didn't want it obvious that they would target. They knew they were going to attack. And right now, as we see it, the only people that are being attacked are the people who Tiffany is either friends with or people who don't hate her.
Well, I mean, so were you saying that they went over there to make it look like it was Tiffany?
No, no,
Because,
no. I'm saying that they started off making it look like they were attacking Natasha because Tiffany was friends with Natasha at the time, and they didn't want it to be obvious that they were going after Tiffany. So
well, yeah, I
they,
mean, a troll account's going to do that.
yeah,
But my issue here is,
but it has evolved since then, I would say.
yeah, there's no fun.
To,
The names that I'm hearing you guys throw out, like Roman or Glenn and stuff, these are people that they do not have enough chemistry, history. They don't know me. I don't know them. There's no reason
they
to be
do,
mad
no,
at
but
each other.
Robbie,
So
they
there's no
didn't.
fucking reason for it
So
to be
no,
them.
but what I'm saying is, I'm only talking about the beginning of that channel and how they started. But I believe that it has evolved because other people have joined in. That's where you come in. That's where all of this other information comes in. So if they're targeting you and they know all of this information, it's not from the original creators of that channel. It's from people like Amy and Granny Fanny.
Yeah, and there's nobody that doesn't know me is going to know about Red Dot and all the specific private things about my marriage that this channel knows. The only people who know shit like that, Lokamai, you, Amy, Siren.
Okay, I'll say this. I
This
don't
channel
think it's
wouldn't know that
Roman.
shit.
I do not believe that. I'll tell you, I'm not going to say it publicly. I don't believe that Roman has anything at all to do with that channel at all. And I'm not going to say it publicly, but I do not believe that.
Well, and I've heard people say it's I always think they're the same person. Yaxley. Yaxley would have no knowledge of my marriage like this channel does. No anger towards me. Yaxley's always been fucking nice to me. None of that. So definitely not him either.
No,
This
but
is somebody who knows what triggers me, who knows me as like a person personally to know what to poke at. A random
yes, but
person's just gonna make fun of random shit, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, that doesn't bother me. Fuck you.
and I'm going to agree with you partly, but I just want to say it again. When the channel was first created, you were not the target. Tiffany is the target. Whoever it is despises Tiffany, and they're going after everybody who is friends with Tiffany or is even nice to Tiffany. And I promise you that is the truth. If you go back and go through all of the videos up on their channels, you will see like slowly names are being added onto the list of people they attack. And
Yeah, but
those
they wouldn't
names
know
are of
about
people.
this email. They
No,
would
no,
not
no,
know about this email.
Robbie, I'm getting to that. So when it comes to you now being targeted because they're not targeting you because of you. I think you're being targeted because you're friends with Tiffany, and that's where someone like Granny Fanny is involved and providing this to them. So yes,
But
you're being targeted now, but I think that channel has targeted many others, and every single person they targeted has details on the person that they're going after. And I do believe they're getting it from someone like Granny Fanny or possibly Amy, who has been around. Who
how would
has
they
been around.
contact each other? That doesn't make any sense. Does this Crama True History have an email that they put out? How the
I
fuck
don't
would they
know.
contact each other? There's no way that a
Joe
random
does.
person is going to contact this Crama channel to give them information because there's no way to contact them. And if there is, I would definitely find out their location because I have my fucking ways. So Crama True History, you don't ever want to open a fucking email from me because I will find your location.
Joe has publicly said that he would team up with that Crama channel. He has said that multiple times, Robbie.
But how?
He had if that
there's
Crama
no
channel
contact information.
Joe's email's out there.
It doesn't
Let me go
matter.
check. Have you checked
Joe
the channel
can
to see if
find
they...
their fucking listen. There is no convincing me, and I love you, Nikki. There's no convincing me that people are reaching out and planning together and not outing each other when they don't
That's what
even
I'm
know each
saying,
other
Robbie.
or trusting.
That's exactly what I'm saying to you. That's exactly what's happening.
No. What are you saying? I thought you said they are working together.
Yes, I believe Joe.
No, I'm saying the opposite. There's no fucking way in hell. I'm just gonna pull a random person. COVIDs, I'm gonna use you. If you are a random fucking troll channel, I don't know who the fuck you are, but you're doing dangerous shit like Crama True History does. I'm not gonna reach out to you and communicate with you and plot together and plan because here's why. They're gonna fucking know it's me because I'm reaching out to them. Wait, no. Let me finish.
So
they're gonna know it's me reaching out to them, and they're gonna go, okay, well, and I'm not gonna stop to think, oh, well, if I fall out with this person, they're gonna fucking out me, and I don't even know who they are, but they know who I am. There's no fucking troll accounts do not operate as strangers. That's not a thing. Who's gonna fucking do that? There's no fucking way in hell. And there's no convincing me otherwise. I'm not going to communicate comfortably with somebody if I don't know who the fuck they are, and I'm definitely not going to exchange information with them. That would be ignorant and stupid.
Okay, but that's because
emailed Nikki when they first came here.
I think it was the first one.
What's the email address? Do you have it?
No, it wasn't theirs. I can't even find. I have everything on my hard drive.
What email address did they send you it from? Because I can look it up. I know how to do that.
Well, I don't have that. I have everything on my external hard drive because I put everything there, and I don't have that with me because it's at my house. But I was the first, and I'm pretty sure it was July, and that was because I was fighting with Natasha, and that's what their videos were about initially.
So wait a minute. So you don't have the email they sent you?
Not on this laptop, no.
That if they ever emailed me and then they got an email back from me, I dare you to fucking open it. I'm just gonna say that. No, I'm saying if they ever fucking email me, they do not want to open up a fucking, and I'm giving away my fucking secret, but I have other ways of looking up fucking emails. Who's a fake account? Oh.
Yeah, I was the way that it was just a link. And sorry, I was looking at something, and I clicked it, and it took me to the very first channel, which was July.
Actually, Wokey, I'm just gonna say it. I found Jur because Jur's a fucking idiot. from one of her emails. No, a Proton email, I don't know it was, but it showed, I mean, it showed everything connected to her fucking email. She's an idiot. That's why Jur don't fucking run her mouth the way she does anymore, because I called her by her fucking name, and she's out here fucking sharing people's bus routes and fucking information and jobs and shit. That's why Jur won't fucking go too far with me.
No, I don't keep bullshit fucking troll emails. My Proton account is like pretty much empty. I just
Did you ever show it on one of your live streams?
no, because when I first
okay.
got the email, I didn't realize it was like there was only 4 or 5 videos. It was all about Natasha, and it was literally just clips of Natasha. Had I known obviously that it was going to turn into something, yeah, of course I would have saved it. But I don't even think that was their real account. I don't even know if it was the Crama channel that sent it to me. Could have been it could have been someone associated with them. It was just a link. So I fucking clicked on it, deleted it, and that was it.
That's why I was going to ask you. So did they email you after the account was already around the channel for a while, or beforehand?
After. I think it probably would have been around less than a month.
Well, see, then, and that's the problem with troll accounts. And I mean, look what people do even with real people. I can't tell you how many times somebody has tried to clone my account, or, okay, COVID's, clone my account, make it look like it's me and shit. So, of course, if you don't know who a troll account is and they can't prove who they are to be like, hey, I'm the real one, then people are going to make multiple different ones. So I guarantee, this is what my fucking intuition tells me, by the way. I guarantee the actual fucking bullshit, harassing, fucking bullying, illegal fucking troll account of Crama True History, I guarantee that's Amy and Granny Fanny. And I guarantee what my intuition says is there's other people who have created other ones that don't like Amy and Granny Fanny, and they're all doing different fucking shit, and they all have different agendas. That's what my fucking intuition says. And I don't give a fuck about the other bullshit ones. What I care about is this fucking bullshit right here. And this is Amy and Granny Fanny, in my opinion. Again, that's just my opinion. But that's what I fucking think. It is difficult to clone. But do you guys remember? Who was that came in my... this was like last week or the week before, you guys. There was an account that came in, and they cloned somebody else's account, but instead they put a space at the end of their @ symbol, so it looked like it was their actual account. So a space actually counts if you're making a new tag for your channel, so you can make it look like it's them still.
That happened to me. Someone came in my chat in one night as a Daria. I swear to God, it looked exactly like Daria's name and Noodle Mash.
Wait a minute.
But
Joe,
even before that.
Well, I think I heard something like that, Tiffany, but here's the other thing. See, I think outside the fucking box, okay? So when I hear people say, hey, hold on a minute. Let me just do this one more time. When I hear people say, watch this. Oh, email me, Robbie. Oh, okay, save Robbie 3.0. Hold on, I'm going to send you an email real quick. I could make it look like I'm communicating with fucking anybody. Oh yeah, we reached out to each other. Where's the fucking email? They could say whatever the fuck they want to. But I think from all fucking angles, and you're not going to try to fool me when this fucking channel only goes after people that Amy specifically wants to fucking target. And Granny Fanny. And yeah, it did go after Milan. And that was after Milan and fucking Granny Fanny kind of went at it when she was in the chat. I don't think they hate each other, but you don't fucking see her around since that day, do you?
Hold on one second. Pulse, they did not go after Scotty at the beginning. They didn't go after Scotty until, about 3 months in.
Isn't that funny? Because, and this isn't against you, Scotty, because Granny and Amy like Scotty.
Yeah.
And there's been times that Granny and Amy have kind of gone at Scotty before they became friends. And that Crama channel's kind of gone back and forth with Scotty, but mostly they like Scotty. And look at what fucking Granny... I'm telling you guys, I don't give a fuck if they ever admit it or not. in my personal opinion, it's 100 fucking them, and they
Well,
are
didn't
fucking
Amy hate
disgusting.
Scotty? What month did Scotty go up on the panel and Amy was freaking out? Because there was a time.
Yes, ma'am. When she screamed at, I mean, Amy's always had it not liked Scotty, and I think part of it's probably because Mander and Hooker, she became friends with them, and God knows what else. Lycan, she was Team Lycan when him and Scotty had fallen out. So there's so many fucking different ways that this can be dissected, and yeah, that was over a year ago.
Yeah.
But and then
Amy's
Scotty
hate doesn't run
started
out
paneling
soon.
up and like becoming more friendly. I want to say what like maybe the end of last year, Scotty?
Yeah, I
About that
think so.
time?
October?
It
No,
was like
no,
when you and
August.
yeah, when you and Scotty fell out. That's when she
No,
started
no,
like
Scotty
paneling.
started going on his panel. Well, I don't know, but I would say they became friends around August, September, like, you know, like where they were like having conversations and stuff. I think it's around there.
Exactly, Pulse X. Wait, is that Extinct Tube?
I
The
don't
rest
know.
because of
Oh,
their new
okay,
hate
okay,
for
okay.
Tiffany.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you were saying they started out hating her. Okay, I get it. I get what you're saying now.
When we did a stream with me, you and him. Oh, that's when you became like friends with them, Scotty? Like, okay. So yeah, that was
No,
like the end
no,
of last year.
that's when you and I were fighting. No, Scotty B was friends with,
That's what I'm
Joe.
saying. Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying.
she
When
was friends with,
Scotty and Joe and I did the stream, that's when she started like being friends with them pretty much. And
no,
like,
it was a few months prior.
well,
Do
I
you
mean, she
remember
was
when
in their
she
chats, but
was,
like paneling up
no,
with them a lot. That was around the
yes,
time.
she was paneling up with him in like September. It was around September, October.
Yeah, that's what she's saying. Like around, that was around the time we did the stream.
Oh,
with
okay,
all
okay. I
three
didn't
of
know when
us.
you did that.
Yes. Joe said he first emailed you last August. I had jumped on his panel a few times to argue. Yeah, and it
No,
ended up going good, and it was like friendly, and yeah. I mean, Scotty
they
was
started,
friendly with them, and
yeah.
they were cordial, but their friendship, and this is key, folks, because their friendship, and let's just call a spade. Scotty and Granny, they have good chemistry.
Hmm.
They get along.
Yeah.
Amy's not so fucking keen, okay? Amy is more the type to be fake to Scotty, and I guarantee this is what's happening. Fake to Scotty while she's on a panel with her, but probably running her fucking mouth about her to everybody, including Granny Fanny behind the scenes. That's how Amy fucking operates. She could pretend to be nice all she wants, but I guarantee she's like, yeah, well, I'm still side. I still just don't trust her. Amy's a fucking two-faced, conniving bitch. So yes, I do think that even though Scotty's going over there on their panels and stuff, that they would still fucking drag her. I believe that because what Amy says goes.
Here's the
Hold on
thing.
real quick.
Okay,
I'll be right back.
yeah. As far as when I don't know, Scotty, what your definition of friends is. What I'm saying is, you were going up on Joe's panel, shooting the shit, seemingly being at least friendly, hanging out in September minimum.
Okay, sorry. What were you saying?
I'm just saying that I don't know what Scotty's like, how she's defining a friendship, but what I'm saying is she was going up on his panel in September, kicking back, being friendly, and having like long conversations and just whatever on his panel. And he was going on hers as well in September.
Right. Yeah.
So that's a fact.
So yeah, I mean and that channel stopped going after Scotty. I mean, they've been pretty cool with her ever since.
Yep.
Horrible that Devin reached out to you. Because that's what he said. I'm not sure why any of this matters, though. I didn't start speaking to him like I do a friend until around the time I planned the stream with him and Robbie.
Okay, I don't want to be fucking rude here, Robbie, but do you remember when you and Scotty were on my panel and Scotty and I were screaming and carrying on about fucking who started what, right? And do you remember when Scotty was in pain and she said she had to get off because I was going to show a live stream that she did when she had Joe up on her panel, and they were very fucking friendly. And that was
Well,
from weeks prior. So no, it wasn't that time. Your timing's off, Scotty.
well, no, I think what she's saying though is, yeah, they were friendly and they were joking
That's
and
why
stuff, but she didn't start talking to them like outside of
that was
YouTube and being friends until after that.
that was not November when he was up on your panel, because I have the video that video happened in the middle of October, and the video that I pulled up was from weeks prior, like 2 weeks before.
Yeah, and I mean, regardless of that though,
I'm just saying the
it's
timing. If we're going to talk about the timing, let's make sure it's correct.
yeah, and what she's saying though is because they weren't, because I would be like, yeah, I don't care if you go on their panels, but then she started talking to them like outside, and they became like actual friends outside of YouTube after the paneling and all that kind of stuff.
He was on your panel, and you were going on his, Scotty, before the hospital situation. Weeks before.
Exactly, Siren. Which one?
And that was around the time they stopped fucking with you. Is that what you're saying, Robbie?
Yeah, I'm saying that that's another reason. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's another reason why I think it's Amy and Granny. And I know a lot of you people are like, well, there's multiple. Yeah, and that's why I also believe that there's ones that have cloned the actual Crama True History, and they don't like the Crama True History, or they don't like Granny and Amy.
Yeah.
That's what I think. But yes.
It was publicly. That's true. It was publicly. All of it.
What's Tiffany saying? Hold on for? Is she looking for something?
That's how I know, Scotty, because it was public. Everything was public. That's how I know the dates and the timing.
Yeah, I don't think any of them are good either, Rachel. I don't think that any account, and see, and this is also another example of fucking gaslighting around here, because people will not fucking be themselves like under a troll account. They will fucking go at everybody, make everybody guess who they are, and they'll call people crazy for being like, oh, well, I think it's this person because of that. If people were honest about who they were, we wouldn't have to play the guessing game. The whole problem with this is that these people are too pussy to say the shit that they say, the vile, fucking evil, illegal, borderline fucking illegal shit, almost fucking felony shit, talking about children and all sorts of shit. They would not say that as themselves. This channel is a mask for them to wear. It's bullshit. They stir shit. And I have zero respect for fucking bullshit incognito shit like that. He was lying when he said he reached out to you in August because of me showing that Devin reached out to me, Scotty. Okay,
oh my God,
Katie.
Robbie. I just realized something. I think you're right.
About what?
Yeah. You know what? Now that I think about it, I think that Granny Fanny absolutely would have created a channel attacking Natasha because he doesn't like her. And he's never liked her. And I think there was a time, and at that time, Amy didn't like Tiffany either.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the reason I bring this up is because it was Amy and Natasha who that channel targeted from the beginning. And I was fighting with Tiffany at the time and Natasha. Amy was kind of on the back burner.
What does Granny Fanny always say he's here for? I'm here to watch the shit show. I love getting under people's skin. I love poking it. I'm only here for Robbie. Yeah, that's what you do. And nobody can fucking tell me. And Nikki, I know that you can vouch for this. Anybody, well, you and I were closest to Amy. You know how Granny Fanny says, oh, I left. I haven't been around for years. The fuck you haven't, bitch.
No.
You left your Granny Fanny account. Every single fucking time Amy had a problem or something big happened that she was raging about somebody, what the fuck would she say to us, Nikki? She would say, I talked to Granny about this. We had a phone call. We're going to do this or we're going to do that. Or we're going to go live or we're going to troll him. He's pissed off. He's never been gone, ever.
He's got the connections and all the things.
Yep. So they could sit up there all they want and pretend like none of this matters. They don't care. They're just here to laugh at people. No, the fuck they're not. They're here to instigate people as themselves, but 10 times worse under troll accounts. And I guarantee this is not the only fucking account that they have. Now let me ask you motherfuckers a question again. What the fuck did Granny Fanny say just maybe about a month or two ago? Anybody remember what he said about people know him very well, but under a different account?
Yes.
This channel's known pretty fucking well. And he said that. I have a troll account that people know me very well, and they don't know it's me. That's because it's probably this account, your Wendy account, or one of those fucking things. You give yourself away. You think you're fucking smart. And yeah, I'm a fucking crazy Gemini and I love to joke and I have a childlike sense of humor. And I think just because I act childlike and goofy that people think I'm a fucking idiot, but I'm always fucking paying attention and I have fucking intuition. And I put both of those motherfucking things together. So when people think that I'm being airheaded and, oh my God, Robbie doesn't see shit. Oh no, I see shit for what the fuck it is. And I pay attention to detail. And I add that shit up over time. So while I'm sitting there making jokes and being stupid and silly, I'm still paying attention to every fucking thing that's coming out of your mouth. So know that.
That is a fucking, that is a fact. And I can say that because I have seen Robbie on live streams and then I talked to him privately. Anyone who has knows what he just said is a fact. He clocks some shit.
Well, yeah. And I mean, not only that, but when I come on, I usually try to be more in a lighthearted, fun, animated mood. But I do fucking pay attention and I have serious conversations and I know what the fuck's going on. When someone's walking all over me, I let them walk all over me. That's why, like, when Noodle's like, oh, you didn't know your marriage. Oh, I paid attention to detail in every fucking relationship and friendship that I've been in. And just because I'm quiet doesn't mean I don't see it or I'm dumb or I don't see red flags. Oh, I see all of it, bitch. If you're a fucking Gemini, you see all that shit. But you just wait and you observe and you observe. And then you're like, okay, I've got enough evidence for this shit. Fuck you. I wish they showed it in StreamYard if somebody was blocked.
They usually do, don't they? I think they do now.
It. Oh.
Did anybody find out? Well, something must have went down because hold on a second. I don't see any of her messages.
Did somebody block this is Tracy, right? The PEU. Yeah. I can never tell because the @ symbol's different than her channel name, right? Or is it?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see if she's blocked. Yeah, maybe. Hold on. I don't see anybody, like, I'm looking at the YouTube side and I don't see anybody was blocked. I don't think so. I'll check my blocked list. And you know what? I mean, it is important, but it's not, because even if Granny and Amy were this channel, I mean, who fucking cares, right? I say vile shit, but it's insulting to somebody like you or me or Tiffany, Scotty, Siren. Hey, Cassandra, I love you. That are out here being ourselves, looking like the villain because we speak our fucking minds, whether you fucking like it or not. Oh my God, did you hear what they said? But these pussies are out here judging what we're saying while they're saying the worst shit incognito and nobody's able to judge them for who the fuck they are because they're too pussy to say that shit as themselves. You could take or leave what the fuck I say out of my mouth and I don't care what you think about me. I don't have to go under a troll account to fucking do it like you, Amy, and Granny, and whoever the fuck else is doing it. And it's insulting to people like ourselves that are able to speak our mind and be judged for it. That tells me if you're under a troll account and you're saying vile shit, you're terrified about the outcome or what people think about what you're saying because number one, you already know what you're doing is fucking wrong.
Put it on live chat, and you might have it on top chat, and sometimes YouTube doesn't allow comments through. No, I don't know why. That might have been what happened.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and let me check.
Because I didn't see anything either. No, I didn't see anybody get blocked or timed out. And Tracy, your comments are still there from before. So if you were blocked, those comments will be gone.
Blocked words.
Yeah, my name probably. No.
I'm checking my block list, and there's Wyoming. Fuck you, Wyoming. Well, bitch. Okay, so she's not on there.
Hold on, I'm going to mute quickly. I'll be right back.
Okay, I have no blocked words now. I even unblocked the cuss words. I got an email from YouTube talking about the comments and the AI stuff and everything. I'll forward it to you. You might have got it's. Oh, okay. Yeah, that could be it, Don. If a YouTube moderator comes through and blocks someone, we would see that. Yes, we would. Rachel sees you. Yeah, I see you there. That's weird. Do you have any? Yeah, I don't have any words blocked. I don't know. Can you try to repost what you said, Tracy, and see if it pops up, if you remember what you typed? I sent you all your comments. It's all messages, top chat, all messages. Okay. Cassandra, you should never say something to someone else that you wouldn't say to their face exactly or as yourself. That's why, I mean, it's crazy the amount of troll accounts, or even if it's not a troll account, like if it's somebody like fucking Iva Problem, or it's somebody like Crama True History, they are out here judging they're out here judging if a piece of your hair is out of fucking place, or I'm gonna be 44 next week and I have a receding hairline, or oh my god, his lips were chapped that day, or did you see he was all amped up on caffeine that day? Yeah, but the thing is, I'm able to come on here so you can see me as I'm saying what the fuck I'm saying. And even to people that don't go on camera, that are on here as themselves, Scotty, Nikki, Siren's off camera. Well, no, Siren's on camera most of the time. Tiffany, I know people have cammed up, but for the most part, you're on here off camera, but you're still on here as your fucking self. So people are holding you accountable to what you're saying. Nobody's holding these channels accountable for what they're saying because they're pussies. They're troll accounts. Prove to people that you're confident, Crama True History, and any troll channel out there doing terrible shit. Prove to me that you're confident in all of these horrible, evil, shit that you're saying about people. Disgusting shit. Now listen. Now I'm not being a hypocrite by saying that, because I say disgusting shit. I will go below the belt, and I will be a dick and a cunt, and I will be a bitch, okay? But I'm doing it as myself. This person is doing horrible shit, saying horrible shit, but they're not doing it as themselves because they don't have what it takes to have a backbone to stand up in what they're saying, to back up what they're saying, to have confidence insulting people, their families, their looks, doxing people and all this stuff, or doing illegal shit because they're terrified they'll be reported to the law. They're terrified that people are not going to like them anymore because of their evil, vile fucking mouth or their opinion and how they target people. Prove to people that you are confident in what you believe in, Crama True History, Amy and Granny, and fucking do it as yourself. You're out here judging everybody else for what they're saying, putting them to the stake to be burned at the stake. Why the fuck can't you back up what you say as yourself? Because you are ashamed. That's why. Cassandra, you look so good too. Exactly, Mel. Except for you. You're hot as fuck. Go to hell, Mel. Sexy bitch. I'm craving a French dip sandwich. That's what I'm craving. Oh, hold on.
Hello
Somebody's
again.
texting me.
You know what? Here's my prediction. Well, I'll tell you privately, actually. It's just so they don't go against what I'm going to predict. But yeah, I think you're onto something here.
Yes. I'll have to pull everything, Tracy. Okay. Who was in Nikki's chat that one night claiming to be Crama? Nikki and Tiffany said they knew who it was. Well, here's the thing, though. We can all assume, we can all gather information. And look, I'm not just coming out overnight that this Crama channel came out and being like, that's Amy and Granny because I don't like them. No. The reason I'm saying this is because everything that's been fucking adding up and all the evidence that I'm seeing for myself, and then going back and, Crama true history, we all have history on here, thank God, right? So I'm able to go in my Crama history of my emails, my messaging, dates, of all that shit, and see when Amy and Tiffany fell out and when that account, the Meth Tiff account, that was originally the Crama True History name. It was Meth Tiff, and when it was created. That was around September of 2023. Amy turned on me, started doxing me, going after me, and got angry for me making up with Tiffany in May of 2023. And that channel was started around that time, and then oddly enough, changed their channel name to Crama True History. Give me a fucking break. Who they thought it was? Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's thought it. Who did you think it was over time, Nikki? Do you want to say?
No. Because I still think that I believe that the people, because it's more than one, are also involved.
Yeah, and I mean that very well could be. I see when I'm looking at something like this, I'm looking at, are they being serious about something? How hard are they going about something? How in detail or how angry or how upset? I'm like feeling their energy. I'm like, okay, they're not going that hard on that person or me. I'm looking at the fucking energy they're putting into certain people, certain topics, certain things, and the details of all that shit. And when I'm hearing different names being thrown out, I'm like, there's no fucking way. Because yeah, maybe it could be multiple people besides Amy and Granny or another
They also
set
went
of
at
them.
Sarah.
Yeah. Yes, they did go at Sarah, and Amy fucking hates Sarah. But I'm looking at like the energy they're putting into it and doing the math for myself. And I'm hearing these other names. I'm like, no, that person wouldn't. The way that they're so upset, and I'm speaking for myself, with me specifically, how angry they are and the hatred and the dedication they're putting into just me alone. I'm speaking for myself. And the red dot and all this shit they're saying, I'm like, Amy. There's nobody, not even Iva. I mean, Iva makes, but at least Iva does it as her fucking drunk ass self. Amy would never. So I'm also taking into consideration, okay, well, who's so angry that wouldn't want to speak up and come after me? Who is so angry at me that wants to use all this personal information that would want to start a troll account? I mean, most people would just fucking come for me. Look at Sinner, Sinister, these fucking people that don't know me, and they still fucking go at me for some pretty hardcore shit. They're doing it as themselves. Who would want to protect themselves and look innocent like Amy does all the time? Who would want to deflect and project and do it under a troll account like Amy does all the time? With her fucking Truth Stick account and all these other fucking accounts she's had over time.
And attacking people, random people. That would just like a red herring, right? Just to throw people off.
Yeah, because you don't really see them go hard at these other people. There's a certain pattern of energy they're putting into certain people compared to others, and you can tell who they're like really fucking angry with. And from my observation, it seems like this channel's very fucking angry with you, very fucking angry with me, and very fucking angry with Tiffany.
Yeah. And they were angry with Natasha, but interestingly, have they mentioned Natasha lately?
No. And Tiffany, I'm glad you brought that up because Amy has talked shit on Milan to us. And we actually have it in group chats and phone calls. She absolutely has. So
Amy's talked shit about a lot of her friends.
Oh, terrible she was shit. Talking. She was, sorry, can I call you out? Because you're in the chat. She was talking shit about me to somebody at the wedding, at my wedding. Do you want to out yourself? I don't know if they want
I know.
everyone to. Yeah, you do know. And she was talking hardcore shit about me at my
We-
fucking wedding.
Robbie and I have witnessed
Yes,
Amy in our
ma'am.
private chat dragging her own friends, and then within an hour or two, hanging out with them in chats, being on their panel. Yeah. Meanwhile, and at the same time, messaging us.
I hope she says I can say who it is, because this is a very valid
I
fucking
think
source,
everybody.
folks.
Oh, they might not know that, but yeah.
And you know what? This person waited to tell me until I fell out with Amy, and they said, you know what? I wanted to tell you this, but I didn't want to start trouble with you and Amy while you were getting along. But now that you're not, let me just tell you, she was fucking running her mouth about you at your fucking wedding. Look at Amy's so happy to be there and she loves me. No. So she absolutely would drag Milan. No, it's not just Kay. No, it's not. The first few days were pretty bad after that. Oh, I hope you're healing and your abs are coming in. Siren, he's getting abs now. More than I can say. I'm a fat ass. You can guess who it is. I won't say unless they out themselves. But they have been in this chat since I started the live stream. I'll just say that at some point. But yes, I mean, she does that all the time. Amy was talking shit about me to Nikki when she was pulling shit up on me when we were still getting along. Nikki showed me. So there's that.
Yep, that is a fact.
It's not.
She was also talking about look at what she said. Now this is when she was friends with Retro and Michelle. She was saying some filthy shit. So yes, she would.
Hold on. Okay. There it is. It was Mel that told me. And Mel, you don't have to, but do you remember what it was she was saying? Because I don't remember. I just remember you coming to me finally and saying, okay, now that you guys don't get along, it's not starting trouble, but I think you should know. And I was like, I actually, not a lot surprises me, but I mean, I was in shock that Amy turned on me like she did over Tiffany. So when Mel told me, I was like, thinking of, do you remember how Amy's so upset that I said she's overweight and her teeth fell out on the roller coaster and her breath smells and stuff? She's like, I was a good friend of Robbie and he has all that to say about me. Well, at least I wasn't saying it behind your back. I waited until after we fell out, Amy. You were doing it while we were still friends, honey.
Yeah.
You did that. At least I waited. You don't waste any fucking time. And there's a whole list of, you want to talk about a list of 70 people, Granny Fanny? Amy has a whole fucking list of people she's friends with that she's turned on and fucking, that she's currently friends with that does horrible shit to them and trolls them. Look at the shit that got stirred up between AJ and I. That was a lot of Amy doing shit behind the scenes. Guaranteed. Told you it was a fake Mel account. Are you making a Street Fighter comic series or something, Tiff? Thank you, Tracy. Tony wouldn't know save Robbie. Granny is coward enough to do it. That's what I was saying, Tracy, is the names I'm hearing, I'm like, I have no... let's say that people see me from afar and I never interact with them, because that is possible. It does happen all the time. And they hate me just because they fucking hate me. I'm sorry, somebody that just watches me from afar and has no interactions isn't going to hate me as much as this fucking channel does. No, this is somebody who has been spited. This is somebody who is angry and heartbroken and hurt and feels left out and wants revenge, but they don't want to do it as themselves. There's very few people like that. I know I fall out with people and I just end friendships. That's it. But there's very few people like this that know this much about me as much as Amy does, that want that much fucking revenge on me, that they would go out of their way to do as much shit as they do about me or about Nikki and all the people they talk about on this channel. And Amy and Granny, they are pussies, folks. Look what they did just, what was it, a week or two ago? Granny Fanny wants to dox my address and stuff, and I just call him out. I'm like, hey, he says he's this guy. Why doesn't everybody fucking look into it then? He deletes everything off of his channel and says, see you later, I'm gone. And so does Amy, and she changes her name. These people have shit to hide. People that don't have anything to hide aren't going to run away like that. Yeah, go take a break. Go fucking leave YouTube for a while or whatever. But to delete everything, change your name and your whole persona. Sorry, I'm going off, Nikki, but there's too much.
No, but you know what? I think Joe's fatal mistake is this. When like in his inner circle of, I guess, he's not capable of being friends with anybody, but in his inner circle, and you've heard Amy say this all the time, and I think she might have even said this publicly. I don't know though. But she brags about this, and he brags about this, about how he has, quote, taught her and some other people things on how to troll. And he has these tactics that he uses. And he's so proud of them. When he said these are the things that he says privately, and every single thing is happening with that channel. That's what he does. He thinks he's a master. He's an idiot.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
I don't think so, Tiffany. But he definitely came out and acted like, and the fact that he put, you know what? Oh my God, Robbie. Think about this. The fact that multiple times he made mention of wanting to reach out to that channel and give them information and offer them his email, wouldn't that be a way of him trying to portray himself as someone who doesn't have anything to do with the channel? Has he done that to anybody else? Has he ever offered that information to anybody else out here? I've never seen him do that. Well, but he might have said that just to make people assume it's not him.
You know what's crazy? So what Pulse X just said, and I noticed that too, but also here's another reason why it's Amy, in my personal opinion. So one of the Crama accounts talks just like, I'm going to say Irma Vermin because we don't know if Cole is Irma. But so what does Irma say all the time, folks? Use, guys, you peeps. Do you remember Amy's troll account, Truth Sticks? What they always used to say? Use. And they spelled it just like God. Irma does too. And this fucking channel talks just like Truth Stick did as well. Use. What's the other thing they say? There's a certain spelling, and that's what Amy did all the time. I mean, there's so many things that add up that I am seeing for myself. And no, nobody has to agree with me, but I'm fucking saying it loud and fucking clear. I can guarantee you, mixed with my intuition, everything that I'm seeing adding up is telling me what my intuition's been telling me this whole fucking time. Yeah, they say friends.
And didn't Truth Sticks speak in third person?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They would say truth's this or truth's that, and who else?
Truth has got a wife. Truth is going here. Yeah. Wow.
And I guarantee that I think Granny Fanny was helping her with Truths, because there was a second Truths account. And do you remember even when I found out Amy was Truths, I made baby Truths. Do you remember that? For a while I had and I would chat under baby Truths. Yes. So
I didn't.
Yeah, Amy does that with her troll accounts. She loves to do it in groups. Like, hey, you do this one, I'll do this one. You know, and some of them are innocent. Like, she's not all bad, but she does have fun with it. Yeah, it was baby Truths. And I told everybody that too. I was like, because I would go into chats and they were like, hey, Robbie, under baby Truths. There was a whole stick family.
Sticks to your wedding?
She did take Truths.
Oh,
she took an actual stick with eyes on it to my wedding.
Oh, and my God.
A picture with it.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
And you know what? That's the thing with AI too, is I don't pay attention to the wording people are using, or like, I mean, you can't really hear an accent in writing.
I'm going to say that I still believe that whoever I don't think it's just Granny and Amy. I fucking absolutely 100% think that Tony is fucking in that shit, and that he is a fucking French Canadian, and I can put money down. No, I shouldn't say that, but I will bet you my last fucking listen. Whoever the fuck is writing some of those posts is absolutely French Canadian. Like, there's no doubt in my mind.
Nancy?
And it's not, I don't think it's just Granny and Amy. I think that it absolutely fucking is. I do believe, from what I've seen of that guy.
Well, I mean,
that's an opinion.
Yeah. That's a possibility too.
It's just an opinion. I believe that 100%. That it's a French Canadian person. Well, I don't know. I don't know Tony, but what I'm saying is that the way that they do their talk to text, it narrows it down. And if you have any understanding of the way talk to text work, you'd have to have an understanding of there's a term for it, and it's like not inversion, but it's like a word reversal. So French Canadian, I was explaining this to you, Robbie, Sinner Sinister. Now his username, Sinner Sinister. Now that makes sense if he were to speak it in French Canadian French. However, when it's translated to English, it should be sinister sinner, the word reversal. So that's just one of the things. So when you see the way that some of these posts are written, now I'm Canadian. I interact with French Canadians. I mean, I'm related to a few of them, so I'm very familiar with that and how they speak. When they go from speaking, because obviously French Canadian is their first language, and they start speaking English, you'll hear a lot of that. So when I read those posts, I see it doesn't matter if he's Italian, Tracy. Where was he born in Italy?
Are you talking
or was he born in Montreal? Where was he born?
Tony Macaroni?
Because he's fluent in French. I've heard him speaking. The man he doesn't have an Italian accent. He's got a French Canadian accent. I know what a French Canadian accent is. I trust and believe. I hear it fucking at least multiple times a day. He does not have an Italian Canadian accent.
Does anyone know where Sinner came from? Was he good friends with Granny Fanny before? Because it's very possible he could be a part of it.
And there's a distinct difference between Italian, Portuguese, Greek, all of these different languages. As a first language, there's a very distinct difference when they speak English. You can hear the accent is different. When I hear that man speak, I'm not saying it's him. I don't fucking know him. I'm saying it's a French Canadian who's doing talk to text. I don't know. Which French Canadian? Who knows? I don't know. A psychotic one, disgusting one.
See, and that's the problem too, is especially with AI, is, I mean, these songs, I know I said I don't like AI songs that are taken seriously. I stand by that. But I like all the, adding characters from here and talk. I like that. I think it's fun. But I mean, it's crazy what AI can do just since I downloaded that, since I started a membership on one of them. Yeah.
It's something fun for a hobby, but it's not something to be taken like seriously. Like, I would never compare an AI song to an actual artist.
No. And there actually is one that's hitting the charts, and she's making money now. She's not a singer, but her music is hitting the charts from AI.
I just want to say something to Tracy. Tracy, I am not, listen, I'm saying, okay, I probably shouldn't say it was Tony, because I don't know Tony. What I am saying is, whoever it is definitely, in my opinion, which means nothing, honestly, just my opinion is, that is someone who speaks French Canadian as their first language, and they're doing talk to text. And it would take me, maybe I'll go over it tonight or tomorrow, but I can show you a whole detailed report on every single, I submitted about 25 of that Crama channel's posts, and it came back. I didn't do it. Someone else did it. But 80% of the posts written, they narrowed it down to most likely, because nothing is ever, they can't ever say 100%, but most likely French Canadian, not French from France. No, French Canadian. I don't know.
You guys still haven't told me. Are you talking about Tony Macaroni?
No.
Okay, I'm like,
I don't know the
talked to him
Tony
on
that they're talking
Discord,
about.
and he's like my friend and stuff. But and Don, that is true because I took down Sinner Sinister's channel, and it wasn't from copyright strikes. What channels are being taken down for? It's not using AI.
I'm not.
What you're doing if you're using if you're making a video on somebody, especially if you're talking about rape and all that, but even just making a video, making it look like it's a person from here talking, it's not even a strike. Your channel's gone. If you don't put that you're making songs with AI, you don't lose your channel, but it's possible that your revenue can be taken away because if you don't, because I just started a membership today and I know how copyright works. That's why I've never had a strike. If you're not putting in your description, this is from AI, and if you're not paying for a subscribed membership, you're not allowed to use that publicly. But if you pay for a membership, you are, and you're able to use the AI.
That's why I was
music.
demonetized, because I wasn't. If you use AI music, like I was using it every single night, and you're supposed to add that disclaimer through YouTube to let people know that there is AI generated content. I never did that, and I would just think, okay, I'll just go back and trim it. I knew I knew at some point they were going to demonetize me just for that, but okay, it's fine.
Yeah, I've always been, and Miss Analyzer taught me that years ago. People don't put anything in their disclaimers, anything in their descriptions, and then they don't do shit correctly or give the original artist credit and stuff like that. But people need to do that, and that's why they lose their channels.
I don't understand what Tracy said. She says what she has submitted versus what Robbie is bringing. So what do you mean, like Granny Fanny? I think they're all doing this. Multiple people. I don't think that. I know that. The channel's not just one person.
Also,
when
you
look at the posts. Hey, Pink. You look at go through all of their posts, and it's very obvious there are multiple people creating these posts.
Here's the other thing too, though.
I don't know if it's Tony. I don't think it's okay. It came out that way, but no, I'm saying it's a French Canadian. That's my opinion.
It does not matter what it says under your about section on your channel, if it says Australia, UK, or anything, because when I made my Karen is Watching channel that did the parodies and nobody knew it was me in the beginning, and then I said it was me, I listed under my about section my location was in the UK. So yeah. It doesn't matter, like when people are like, oh, but their channel says they're in the UK, you could select that yourself. It does not go by your GPS. That person hated Tiff from day one, why I thought it was Malibu. No, not Malibu, because Malibu likes me. So that's another one it couldn't be. And yes, you could throw people off by talking about specifically me if you liked me or you're my friend, but you wouldn't go as hard as you do unless you actually hated me. So definitely not Malibu. I don't think GLM is... I don't think she's that smart or dedicated enough to put that much time into it. I think she's like, isn't she like a stoner and does other shit? Fucking,
I think so.
I don't think it's GLM either. No.
And I listened to her one time, and she couldn't get fucking shit. This is a woman who doesn't know the difference between her ass and a hole in the ground. Honest, no offense. I'm just saying she's a little out there. She couldn't, she listened to part of my live stream, and she was giving commentary on it, and I was listening to her, and I was thinking to myself, if she did not say that she was speaking of my live stream, I would not have known that's who she was talking. Like, she's, no, so it's not her.
Well, and you know what, Machete, you could be spot on, just like with what Nikki is saying too, is yes, it could be Amy and Granny, which is what I firmly believe. And then
I don't think it's Roman at all.
And then there's other ones. And GLM and that Flex guy have gotten really close with Granny, so they probably talk and troll together outside of the fucking channel because they're all the same shitty type of people. So yeah, I think GLM could definitely be one of the accounts because there's multiple. Yes.
It's several people. And I think that it's whoever initially started the channel, in my opinion, from what I witnessed, and I seen that channel when I first went there was literally like less than 20 subs. and they only had about 4 or 5 videos, and they were targeting Natasha. However, I was fighting with Natasha at the time, so of course I was promoting that channel, and that's when they incorporated Tiffany into it. And I think that that was done intentionally. That was a very tactical move, so that it didn't appear that they were attacking her. But as we now know, they don't give a fuck about Natasha.
Right.
Now it's all Tiffany, and every person that, if you go and look, it's the minute anybody shows any friendliness publicly towards Tiffany, they will warn them or they'll just attack them.
Yeah.
And they have too much information, like about you and stuff like that. They're absolutely connecting or networking with others. Like, I think
Right.
Granny Fanny, and probably from the beginning, actually.
Well, and you also have to remember, let's say that they went after Tiffany even while Tiffany was friends with Granny and Amy. You also have to remember what Amy says goes. And Amy has hated you in the past. So even though she made up with you, Tiff, and she was being friendly, guaranteed, just like she does to her actual friends. I mean, look at how she talks shit about me to Mel at my own wedding. She definitely already had an opinion of you before. So there's definite reason for that channel to go after Tiffany, even though Tiffany was going on panels with them, talking, being friends. Yeah, so of course they'd still go at her. And yeah, Sarah, I will always forgive anybody, but Wyoming's done in my book. I'm not giving her another fucking chance to be around me, be my friend. She flip-flops and changes her mind too much without telling me about it, and I cannot do that anymore. Can't do it. But of course, I'll make peace with I'll make peace with even fucking Granny and Amy's fucking ass. But truth and fucking accountability has to be present as well for me to give you another chance, which I won't fucking do to them. I'm gonna get more coffee. Hold on. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think, I've never thought it was Roman ever. And I mean, first of all, the things that are being said on that channel, he would never fucking say. Also, anybody who's ever seen Roman or Glenn on a panel, you just need to see that guy talk or listen to him speak for 5 or 10 minutes. You already fucking know this is not a guy who's going to be hiding behind a fucking channel, not for this long. If he has some shit to say, don't think he's not going to come out and say that shit. So I don't believe he's got anything to do with that channel. He doesn't care.
Oh, okay.
He says some shit.
Who does?
Roman.
Oh. Okay.
Robbie had me thinking last night that Roman. Do you remember that?
What?
When we were talking, and I said Glenn, and then he starts telling me about Glenn, and I'm like, what the fuck? No way. And then like 10 minutes later, we realized we were not. It was the wrong Glenn. I was like, holy shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, I thought it was Glenn, the Glenn I really know and like. And sorry, I have to correct. Mel corrected me. She didn't talk shit to Mel at the wedding. She talked shit to other people while she was in Vegas, and Mel was told about it. Sorry.
Yeah, Rosalind and Jet's mom went over and told her to stop.
That's when she was talking about everyone else at the wedding, like at the table that I was sitting at.
Yeah.
But Amy was going around behind my back at the wedding talking about me.
Oh my God.
And Mel was told about it. And yeah. So I'm glad you took a picture of her fucking leg.
Yeah, but
she deserved it.
Tiffany, I don't believe that Glenn would say the disgusting things about children, like the words that are being spoken. I just don't. I do not. I don't believe he would talk that way about a child or any children. I can't imagine it. I've had conversations with him. He might despise you and he might say the filthiest things about you, Tiffany, or anybody else, but I just can't see him bringing up children. I can't. I mean, I don't know him as well as you do. I get that, but I can't.
So that is that's my personal opinion from shit adding up, and people could do what they want with it. But I even told Nikki last night, I was like, I'm fucking making a post. And she was like, no, don't yet. And I was like, it's already done.
No, you said posted.
Yeah.
What? Hey, Wokey.
So if anybody wants to add their opinion on it.
See, they went after Wokey too.
Shortly, but you're allowed to. Granny, you can come speak for yourself. Because I know you were sniping me, and I'm glad you fucking were. Because I want everyone over there to hear exactly what the fuck I showed and said. because I ain't just pulling it out of my ass.
Who's eating cake?
Oh, fuck yeah, I want some
Who the
cake.
fuck is eating cake, Tracy? Who?
I want some fucked up cake. Can't see him focusing on kids like that either, honestly.
So
How
that
do you live
narrows
in
it down
Denver
a
and we-
lot.
Denver? What? Denmark? Finland? Like, you're in Denver? You're not in Denver. I think that was a spelling error. Oh, I'm getting caffeinated as fuck.
Lemon cheesecake. Oh my god! If you've never had it, I've never had chocolate and lemon, but I had lemon cheesecake. It was fucking glorious. It was so good.
Yeah, and you know what I didn't like when I was younger is lemon squares. They're
Oh, I
so
love
good.
those. Wait, who are you talking about, Tracy? Who are you talking to?
It's
How well do you know him?
It's me.
Okay, just making sure, baby.
All right. Let me just add something.
Go
So, a few nights, Crama was in Nikki's chat, and she kept this person kept going. Good morning. Good morning. 1:30 a.m.
Yeah, that's
our time.
weird.
So,
Yeah.
Exactly, Tracy.
So,
Can I hold on, Bill? Bill, wait. Before you continue, I just want to ask Tracy, who are you asking? How well do you know him? Were you asking me?
Love you,
I just want
Cassandra.
to.
Cassandra, we got to meet for coffee soon.
okay. Can
So-
I continue, Nikki?
Yeah, the morning.
Yeah, no, I
mean,
just-
anybody
I
could do
was
that to throw
hoping-
people off, but keep going.
I thought she was asking me about Roman. I don't know him like well, obviously, but I'm just saying I don't believe that he's a part of that, and I do not believe that he would ever speak of children.
Yes. Basically, Crama came into Nikki's chat saying good morning, 1:30 to 2 o'clock a.m. And if you really look at the one channel's community wall, she spells things British like.
So do
You know, I-
Canadians.
Yeah. But
And here's the thing, but look at my hours though, Bill. You see how easy it is to fake? Look,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
hours, I'm up all night. I could go in and say the same thing, good morning, whatever. I mean, depending on your schedule, or maybe if people who don't work or whatever, I don't believe that person is wherever they claim. I think they claim they're in the UK somewhere. I don't think so.
Yeah, but you Canadians have a different lingo than the Brits and the Aussies. The way you talk.
Well, the Aussies are like 15 hours ahead.
Yeah, so I'm meaning to think that one of them at least is from the UK somewhere. Now, there's a few of them that are probably from the States. I believe there's more than one of them.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, when I started my Brighter Days channel, I was thinking ahead. And it was a fun channel that was happy troll to like make the mystery of figuring out who I was. And I would purposely go in people's chats and be like, good evening, if it was the morning, because I would also want them to think I was somewhere else. So that, I mean,
I don't think
They
it was actually.
But here's the thing, Robbie. These people get lazy after a while. They get comfortable, lazy, and then they give themselves away eventually.
yeah. And I mean, that's a good point. And then we can also look at it that they also get very comfortable in, it's just like when a liar, you're right, liars get lazy and then they have to remember their lies and they forget. And then some people start believing their own lies and it becomes a part of their everyday life. So they don't have to remember it, just becomes a part of them.
Mhm.
Like Amy.
Yeah,
Shit.
Amy's exactly like that. I think she believes some of her lies.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you don't believe her lies, then she gets mad
That's
at
right,
you.
Sarah.
Nikki
I
liked
agree
that
with Sarah.
channel too, Pink.
Yeah, that's just
The channel.
I'm just having
Brighter
an
Days.
issue. I'm just
What?
having an issue.
Brighter.
Right.
Brighter
just
Days.
having-
Oh, I loved it so much.
What, Bill?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Exactly. Thank you. Okay, Tracy just said it. Now, Tracy is from the UK.
Yeah.
And she also is familiar with the Crama channel. So if anybody could tell you a fake fucking Brit, it's her. And I don't think Yaxley's involved either. Let me make that clear. I don't know Tony though. I don't know Tony. So, but I mean, I've seen some of his videos and heard some of the things he said, and I'm not gonna fucking lie. I do think that he's involved because he said some grotesque shit. I don't know that for a fact. It's just my opinion. I don't even know the guy. But I mean, when you hear someone speaking with such filth about children and those kinds of things, that narrows it down really, like it, and with the other things too. But I don't think Yaxley has anything to do with it, and I don't think Roman does.
Sometimes you could tell who it's not too.
I've had fucking like personal conversations with Yaxley. Yeah, sure, fucking, you know, we had some fucking issues, but I'm not gonna lie on the man, okay? And I think that I know his character, and I don't think no, absolutely not.
Yeah, absolutely, pulse.
I think that maybe the people involved would like us to think it's them, right? Why not?
Yeah,
works out well for them.
they would.
I'm just telling you what I remember from when Crama decided to kiss Nikki's ass,
Exactly.
or try to kiss her ass.
Yeah.
But do you think here's an argument, something for you to think about, Nikki? Would Amy actually go into your chat and pretend to like you?
Yes.
Yes, she would.
She would laugh about it.
Especially after your little fallout.
Oh, Amy
yeah.
would do. There is nothing that Amy wouldn't do to troll, to convince you of something. Look what she does when she lies, Bill. Look at what she does to her friends. She pretends to like them. She drove out to my wedding, for crying out loud, but was talking shit about me the whole time to other people.
Do you see what COVID's? I mean, it's possible.
Baron. Baron. Look, I caught him red-handed. Caught him with his hand up.
Take a picture, Robbie. Take a picture of that.
Screenshot it.
Oh my goodness. Is he in attack mode again?
Oh,
yeah, it's done with nap time, cuddling time, and it's that hour to start to switch over to playing time, because he was cuddling me all day.
I actually know what she was saying about Robbie.
Yeah, what she told me was, oh, everyone at the wedding was mean to me.
What?
Yeah, that's what Amy told me, and I'm like, what?
Well, they probably were, because she's a cunt.
Well, they told her to shut the fuck up and stop focusing on drama at the party.
Yeah, that's about
reception.
That's what she told me. She said, oh, she accused Amy of talking about drama.
I think so.
I believe she was causing drama at your wedding.
She was. I mean, she was running her fucking mouth about the bride group thing.
Tracy, okay, so let me just say this. I don't know Tony.
Tony, I don't think we're talking about you, Tony.
No,
That's
it's not him.
I was confused.
I don't think that, well, because Granny was giving out his email asking, Granny wanted to whoever was behind the Crama channel to connect with him. There's that. I don't know Tony, but it's just my opinion based on the things that I've heard come out of that man's mouth. In my opinion, comparing that to the posts, I mean, not a lot of people talk like that. Also, if it's not him, and maybe it's not, it could be, well, there's no doubt in my mind. It is someone who is a French Canadian. That I am certain of.
Oh, yeah.
Again, it's just my opinion, but I don't know.
After I think about it, Nikki, I think they do have a little group chat.
Really? Yeah, that could be.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, so let me explain why the whole the accent thing, and you went through it. I don't have to explain it really, Tracy, because you saw everything, right? So a friend of mine did that, and she explained it to me. And so when you do talk to text and you have an accent, they can narrow it down. It's obviously not 100%, but from what it was explained, how it was explained to me, and how like the process of doing it, and whatever they science that they use, they can narrow it down and say that this person is likely, their first language is likely this, just based on how their words are spoken in translated from speaking into text. And so there's a whole science behind that. It's obviously not solidified, or in any way, but it's a thing. And so I didn't say anything. I didn't say this is where I think this person's from. I didn't say any of that. I just said, can you just give me an idea? Like, what do you think of this? And what they said was that 80% of the posts from Crama appear to be from a person who's not, and they were very specific, not French from France or Europe, but Canadian French. French.
French
No,
Canadian
French
is completely
Oh
different
my
than
God,
regular
Robbie.
French.
What?
No, just go ahead.
Me?
You're
No.
absolutely right, Nikki. French Canadian, Quebec French is different than in Europe. So you could probably tell if they're actually from Quebec or not.
Oh.
Isn't there something it's stuck in the 16 or 1700s, Nikki? The actual French that is spoken in Canada.
Like a place that speaks like that?
No. Okay, so France and Quebec, they speak French, but it's like the French in Canada is outdated.
Uh-huh.
They didn't keep
The
up
French-
with
No,
Europe.
Canadian French has a completely different dialect. It's not even, it's a joke when people from France hear it. There's a very distinct difference. It's, I don't know, maybe it's like comparing, I can't say, but kind of like, I would think it would be comparing like a British person's English to someone from, I don't know, the southern states. I don't know. But yeah, something like that.
Well, I mean, they probably do have a group chat, whoever the fuck it is, obviously.
And Robbie, I'm just going to point this out. You know how it works on here, right? Eventually, those people are going to fall out, and then there's the snitch.
Well, and that's another reason, especially because it's obvious it's multiple people. That's very rare to come across even two people that trust each other enough to operate a troll channel together, or two people that have enough of their real life dirt on each other to do that, so that if one turns on the other, even Nikki and I could not operate a troll account together because we just wouldn't fucking do that, number one. But number two, what if one of us fell out and outed the other?
Yeah.
There's things that we know. So who's that close enough that's known each other for years to be that close, to be the main two, and haven't turned on each other since the beginning? That would be Amy and Granny. They are definitely comfortable enough to troll together. And I even have evidence and messages that they have done that together in the past.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because Amy came into my little chat, right? And she says, "Oh, Bill, you want to go trolling?"
Yes. And yeah, and that's why I was saying earlier, Amy's trolling isn't all evil trolling. She does have her fun trolling also, but she has her very vicious trolling. And as soon as she gets her ass up on somebody's panel, she always lets the main... That's why she doesn't go live by herself. Because she doesn't want to make it look like she's the one who cares so much about it, when really she's the one asking you, "Hey, can we go live? Oh my God, we got to go live about this. I'm so fucking mad." She's never gone live by herself and done that because she wants to be the person sitting there going, "You know what? We just need to ignore them. None of this matters. None of this matters." Oh, yes, the fuck it does matter to you, Amy. It matters so much that you spend all fucking day doing this Crama True History, Truth Stick, fucking, what's the one he uses, the black guy?
Tyrone.
And then the old
Jerome.
Yes, Nikki.
Ty Biggums.
Jerome Walker is Granny Fanny. That's what I
Oh
was
my
told.
God.
And what was the old guy? That was Amy, right? The old guy?
Ty Biggums. Yeah.
Was that Ty?
Oh, no. Tyrone Biggums.
No,
It's not
remember the
Amy.
old man?
Yeah.
The old black guy?
No,
No.
it was an old white guy.
The
There was
credit card
also an
guy.
old white. Yes, the credit card guy. That one I believe was Amy.
Because I know who the Tyrone one is.
No, I'm not talking about the one that he uses the black character. It was an old man, Corky. Corky? Corgi?
You're right.
What?
Two can keep a secret if one of them is dead.
Yes. And Amy and Granny are never going to turn on each other because they have done, and this is my opinion, they've done so much shit privately together, or have told the other person, oh my God, look what I did, or this, it would be over for them. So they know better than to fucking turn. And that's why, and that's another reason I always wonder, I'm like, how is Granny Fanny this fucking stupid? He knows Amy is a piece of shit. Why is he defending her? Well, that's why.
The apple don't fall far from the tree here. They're
Sure the fuck don't.
two peas in a pod, and usually trash hangs out with trash. You know?
So,
That's why Nikki hangs out with me. I'm trash. She's
You're
trash.
just a whore.
no, I'm trashier. So here's the thing. Okay, I just wanted to go back to this difference between French Canadians and European,
because
like, from
I was
France.
trying to follow that, and then Dawn was sending me
So-
some stuff, so I got confused.
If you had somebody from France and somebody who was born and raised in Quebec have a conversation, it actually, they may not even understand very much what the other is saying. It's really that different. So yes, it did start in the, I believe, 16 or 1700s, whatever. But I think that in French Canadians also had the influence of English and Indigenous, and so that was also incorporated into, as you know, as they evolved, like the language evolved and like changed over the years. So there's so many different. There's a huge difference in how they speak. So and I'm more. Mhm.
Sorry. Can you do me a favor? So you're talking about French Canadian accent, right?
No, I'm talking about the accent. Yes, if you're what we're talking about is talk to text. Yeah,
she's talking about what Nikki's talking about. Robbie is that the French language in France and Quebec are totally different.
Crazy, Robbie.
No, I get that, but I just want to do something really quick. I'm gonna type out Mel's
I know
comment.
exactly what you're going to do.
I'm gonna type out Mel's comment. Hold on.
Okay, so I'll tell you something. Here's the other thing
of how they can be French Canadian, comma, if no one has ever heard CTHC voice.
What? You don't have to hear the voice.
Type that in a French Canadian accent.
Also, if you go to Google Translate, and if I were to go to Google Translate and say, type me this in French, and then try to present that to a French Canadian, they would know immediately that I got it from Google Translate.
I just want to show something real quick. So I just typed in Mel's comment into ChatGPT and said, please type this in a French Canadian accent. So that on the screen is what she said. But in French Canadian, it says, I must have missed D-E part where day, D-E-Y, can be French Canadian. If nobody's ever even heard CTHC's voice, tabernacle. How are you going to clock somebody's accent when day, D-E-Y, ain't even said a single word, and then comma, Hain, H-E-I-N question mark. So, but what I'm saying is, this will give you any fucking accent you want to. So the typing does not fucking matter.
But it does, Robbie. It does though.
But
that's the whole basis of this.
Let's say you start a troll account that you want to make it look like you're Hispanic, and you have a thick, you speak in very Spanish slang. Well, this is going to go ahead and do it for you, and then that's your persona from there on out. Every time you make a new post.
No, Robbie. Here's the thing. What we're talking about is, so when you look at the post that Crama, the Crama channel writes, right? When you read their words, a lot of the times you'll see words that don't connect or don't really make sense, right? Like the grammar, the words that they're using, they're doing talk to text. So based on how based on how
I
it's
see
the
what
words
you're
are picked up and
Mhm.
put on into text. That's how they can narrow it down by the language. There's a whole fucking. I'm trying to find the.
I get what
Hold
you're
on,
saying. You're
I'm
saying
trying to
like
find the report.
they're saying it from their accent, and you could tell it's talk to text from an accent of a French Canadian.
Because of so yeah, so if a French Canadian person says something, let's say they're just speaking into something and they're doing talk and it's translating, it's picking up what they're saying, and it's only picking up what they're hearing, what the AI is hearing, the
I get what you're
pronunciation.
saying
So
now. I
sometimes
didn't.
it'll just go to the quickest or the closest word that they think they heard or the AI thinks it heard, which is not. It's very specific in different languages. So somebody mentioned German. Well, if a German person with a German accent said the same thing that a person with a French Canadian accent said, there may be a word or two that is heard differently or picked up differently and then put into text differently based just on their accent.
You know what's crazy is since Granny Fanny went live and started streaming me, Crama True History was going pretty hard this morning until Granny Fanny went live. Just another observation. I
Interesting,
mean,
isn't
you
it?
could chat in your own chat, but you know, you can't really type out a whole fucking community post like they do if you're live at the same time.
Yeah, they
Also,
write essays.
like I said,
They write
the
manifestos.
French Canadian with French Canadians, the positioning of their words are very different from English, the English language. So, like I was saying with sinner, sinister, to him, his first language is French, so that makes sense to him. So he translates it into English, and it comes in out as sinner, sinister. And I had a conversation with him about this, and I said, it doesn't make to him it makes sense because in French, his first language, that's how their words are positioned. That's how it is. But it's not so in English. In English, we would say sinister sinner. That makes sense to us, right?
Yeah.
But because he's translating what he knows, and that's how it comes across. And you can hear it. And, there's a lot of different. You hear somebody who speaks with an accent because English is their second language. You'll hear them just their patterns and their there's clearly differences you can tell. So what I'm saying is and I'm not an expert on the science of this, but when you use talk to text, you can't fake that. You cannot fucking fake an accent. I mean, you'd have to be really skilled, and anybody who's got that kind of intelligence wouldn't be fucking around on a Crama channel. So
Yeah.
So I think that's how I do believe. There's no doubt for me, even just reading their posts and being familiar with how French people who are whose first language is Canadian French, and I've seen a lot of that, and I've obviously had fucking conversations, and like I said, I've been related to a few of them. I'm familiar with how they speak, as many people here are. If you interact with them, it's very noticeable. So surely, of course, yes. So maybe they could be faking it. I don't know, but if they are, yeah, then they're doing an amazing job. But it is my opinion that my friend said 80%. At least she guessed around 80% of the posts that I presented to her, submitted, were from someone who is French Canadian, specifically French, not French, just French Canadian French. And then the other 20% they suggested were British from like England specifically.
Well,
Because English, now the British, when they're talking, if they're typing, it's more, they have a little bit more formal way of speaking, especially if they're educated. And some of those posts seem that way.
Sometimes you got to look
as far
at
as like my opinion, I could hear Amy right now. This is slander. No, Amy, this is my opinion based on facts and evidence that I've gathered myself and my intuition. I'm not saying people need to believe me. This is my observation of my opinion. So you could fuck off with whatever your response is, because I don't care. And I know your pattern of behavior on and off the internet, and this is my opinion. As far as what I think. Everybody else is entitled. That's why they're talking about the French Canadian and all that kind of stuff to whatever they think. But that's what I think. You can fake an accent, finish English accent. I mean, I could do. I'm sure I could talk in one of my stupid ghetto accents, but if it's persistent and you're like uploading, that would be kind of hard to remember or do. And I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think, and this we're going back months and months and months. And it doesn't make like so. Who would think that? Who would think that based on just text, because that's all this person does. This person has never actually spoken. Why would they have any reason to believe that anybody would take their talk to text to try to figure out if they wanted to? Like, that doesn't even, who would do that? I don't know. I mean, I just happen to know somebody who offered that fucking assistance with that. But I mean, they're not pretending. They think they're trying to portray themselves as being from England.
What Tiffany is saying is, I mean, you can't deny that either, because whoever it is, they were the meth TIFF account. So whoever it is, one of them for sure was the meth TIFF account. How much did you talk about it all to Amy when you were friends?
Amy wanted to go trolling, and then she has the gall to come to me and ask, "Oh, can you make some alts or give me some alts? YouTube won't let me make any more."
I could admit, like, even that one time, Scotty believed that I was Irma because I even said publicly, I was like, "Yep, I'm Irma." I mean, I could say that joking, I could say it seriously, and people would believe me. I mean, we could say we're whoever because a troll account's not going to out themselves anyways. I mean, I could say I'm Crama True History, and then people could be like, "Well, Robbie already admitted to it." Well,
yeah, I got accused. I got accused
of that too.
I got accused of being that out of time channel, and
I was like, "You're putting a potato up my fucking ass, okay?"
Yeah. And I was laughing, and I says, "Huh? I already know who that is. It's not me." But unlike Amy, I'm not a snitch like she is.
Right, and also you have to remember, this was in the best friends chat, the one that I showed earlier. When people were going in there, like we were saying, "Oh, people are saying that the truth stick is you, Amy. Just say it's you because they found out." She goes, "I'll deny it. I'll deny it." So she'll deny anything, and it doesn't matter. Like what Tiffany said, Amy and the girls, as in probably Michelle and Retro and them, they were upset by what it was saying. Amy will act her way out of, she will lie through anything. Amy can pretend to be offended by the account so it's not her. Amy will pretend she is a fucking professional troll. So, of course, she's going to be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe what they said." Because if you're going to be a troll, you're going to go out of your fucking way to convince people, "No way, it's me." I'm offended by what they say. That's not me. My fucking ass.
Yeah, Paul. I actually thought at first it could have been Wyoming, but those accounts are basically a little smarter than her, a little bit, but not by
much. Who's raw dogging who? I'm getting a headache from all of this other information. I got to go pretty soon because I haven't ate yet today. I started drinking coffee when I finally got out of bed. But that's just something to think about from my perspective. And I know everybody has their own observations. That's why, talking about it, obviously you can put it all together. But I'm just saying from what I've put together and I've observed for quite a while now, I'm like, yeah, no. Amber says, in my opinion, this person was the ghost of meth. I don't see that being anyone in Crama because they had so much on Tiff and her old community years ago. And yeah, that's a good point. Too, however, we have to remember who I'm assuming and pinpointing Amy and Granny. It is not above Amy to dig someone's past in other communities. It is not above her to dig where somebody used to live or work or where they used to hang out on Facebook. Amy digs. So it would be very easy to go into other communities, especially under troll accounts or just looking through old videos, other communities. Amy has all fucking day to do this. I'm sure if I took the time to go to these old communities that Tiffany used to hang out in, go look at old clip videos, reach out to people that used to hang out with her, I would get a lot of fucking information on Tiffany. Amy's a professional at doing that.
Yeah, yeah. What I also noticed about it is that these Crama bitches, as I'll call them,
Yeah.
they've been around for a while because they had clips on their channels from years ago, 2-3 years ago, and a lot of them have been taken down by YouTube. Have you noticed that?
So you're saying that this channel's been around and they took other people's channels down?
No. What I'm saying is this person's been around. A few people that had put up clips or whatever. But the channel went down a year ago or something, 2 years ago, and they're posting stuff that came off there.
Oh, okay.
So this person, whoever it is, they've been around since at least 2022.
Well,
or before that.
Like I said, and Amber knows from being Amy's friend, anytime she had a problem with anyone, she's like, I told Granny, or Granny's watching. Not Granny's watching, but Granny Fanny is watching, and he knows, and he's going to do this, or he's going to go in under his troll account, or he's going to, he never left. He's always been around. So just because Amy was definitely could still be Granny Fanny, because he's even admitting nowadays, he's saying, I am a well-known troll account that everybody knows, and they just don't know it's me. Well, in my opinion, that's another fucking red flag.
Yeah, because I noticed some small things. How old is the content that they're putting up?
Yeah.
So it kind of tells you how long they've been around.
Okay, so let me explain that. That's not indicative of them being around for a long time, because I don't know what the fuck I was looking for, but I came across some. Robbie, you remember all of those old Crama vaults and shit channels that used to just clip everybody's business and like put it up? Remember those days? So yes. I came across two of those. I was looking for something, and I came across two of those channels that just seemed to be abandoned. But everything that channel had been saying was in these videos, these channels. And that's when I was like, oh, wait a minute, maybe you're not new. Okay, so hold on a second. I'm going to try to explain something here.
But some clips are very hard to get.
Well, no, yeah, you're right. They are, Bill. But the ones that person would speak, the things that person spoke of, I know that they, I saw those exact subjects, issues being talked about on. It was okay, so there was Dee Dugan, and then there was the other one. I think it was a Vault or something channel. That, the one I'm talking about, right, Robbie?
Crama Vault?
Drama Vault.
No, Drama. Yeah, there was that one, and then there was, and it was like all the information that, not all of it, but a lot of the things that channel was saying that they claimed they were a historian on was available on that channel. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was interesting. But that was all about Natasha and like one or two other. That wasn't everything they said. It was, at the time, it was only, when I looked at it, it was when they were going after Natasha, and I think there was like 2 or 3 other people. So
can I just say too, I just saw what you said to me, Tiff. That, I mean, just like we're talking about accents and anything, because there was a couple of people that said, well, Granny Fanny mentioned this 6 days ago on his stream that he emailed you. Well, I mean, what another way to try to distract and throw people off, because they seem to be very upset about this email and very offended. Hold on, because I want to explain this. Okay. So just because he said that on a stream doesn't mean somebody heard that and was like, ooh, yeah, I'm going to put that. No, he could have said that so that he could say, oh, well, I said that, so that's why they put it on the channel. I'm not buying that. For me, there's too many things that are adding up to Amy and Granny being a part of it, no matter who else is involved. I don't think that fucking matters, because bringing up the email and then saying, Robbie begged him. I'm sorry, did Granny Fanny say that I begged him on the stream too? I'd like to hear that. But either way, it doesn't matter if he mentioned it or not. It's the fact that this channel is so fixated and seems almost offended by that and hurt by it. Almost like that channel itself did me a favor and I wasn't thankful for it. There's too many things that are adding up for me personally.
Well, you never know who Amy has on her side too, doing all the dirty work for her.
Right. I mean, like Nikki has said plenty of times, when Amy would, be on phone calls with us, there were so many other group chats that Amy was involved in that we weren't even aware of until later on down the road, that she was probably talking shit about us in there. God knows what. Amy is always busy outside of YouTube, always busy with YouTube stuff. Do not believe her when she tells you, none of this matters. I have a family, I have this. No, it does matter. That's why she digs. That's why it's so important to her to look people up, to dig into their life, to go real life on people, to try to reach out to their family members, which she has. So when you hear her saying, oh, my family, my kids, they reached out, bitch, you've done this all. Don't pretend like this is something out of left field for you. This is your mode of operation. This is what she does. And that's why I cringe anytime I hear her say, I don't care about this. I put it down. I was doing this weekend. Or nobody, if you're actually doing something, you don't have to come on and say, I was doing this and that and that. Fuck you, bitch. I do a lot of shit. You don't need to know what I'm doing when I'm having a good time. That's the whole point of having a good time and not focusing on YouTube. I don't need to come back and explain to everybody, I did this and I saw this and I hung out with this and that and that and that, just to try to make it look like I have a fucking life. No, if you have a life, you have a life. And you live it. You don't need to convince people you have a life. You just fucking have one. Period. She goes out of her way to try to make it look like she has a life.
Can I just go back to, okay, so you said that Fuckface Fanny brought up the email when?
Somebody said, well, the post that Crama True History mentioned it was 6 days ago. I think it was Scotty earlier in the chat that said Granny Fanny mentioned this 6 days ago on his live stream.
So you don't know who said it first?
I think it was Scotty that said it in the chat.
No, I mean, like, was it Granny Fanny that mentioned the email or Crama?
Well, first of all, Granny Fanny didn't even have a live stream 6 days ago, so she must have been mentioning the post, because Granny Fanny only has a live up from 12 days ago when he came back to YouTube, by the way, and there's been none deleted since then. He also had one 2 days ago and 12 minutes ago. 26 minutes ago. So when was this mentioned? It wasn't mentioned 6 days ago because he was not live 6 days ago.
Why would he mention that?
This post was made 6 days ago. I don't fucking know why he would mention it.
Doesn't seem weird. Like, why would he, unless Crama Channel said it first?
Where's the clip?
What?
Where's the, people keep saying he mentioned this on a live. Where's the clip of him? I want to hear what he said about it so I can compare it.
And when?
Because it definitely was not 6 days ago. This post was 6 days ago.
So if the Crama Channel made that very specific reference to, and by the fucking way, I didn't even know what you were talking about. I have never heard, I swear to God, Robbie, you've never told me that. I never knew that he did that. So I don't know who else, if you told anybody else. I don't think you did. I've never heard you talk about it. That is a very specific thing. And it's a strange thing, because what was the point there? Like, and by the way, if the how does the Crama Channel know about it if I don't know about it and nobody else knows about it? Right? So for what was the point that they were trying to make? Because from what I saw, it was nonsensical.
Yeah, I've only told people that recently within the last week.
No, I'm saying what I saw from the Crama's post, it didn't have any place. It was one of those things that doesn't need to be said. Why is that even being, and the amount too, by the way. So that's odd, right? because who the fuck was paying that much attention? I wouldn't have even been able to. Actually, that is a wrong amount. So,
Yeah, and I'll tell you who
and
paid attention to the amount. That's Amy, because she donated so much to that. She donated $700. So, but she got the amount wrong when she told Granny Fanny, and he's got it wrong.
and I knew that when we were talking on the phone, because I said, no, Robbie, that's not right. It was never 5,000. I mean, because I'm not going to say anything. This is, I don't know what details you want released, but you and I had a conversation about Chris, and we were like, I remember I said that to you. I was like, wait a minute now. No, it was never. Initially, it was there was the retainer. There was this amount for the retainer, but things changed. And it was never that amount. But what I don't understand is, what the fuck does that? It doesn't make sense that anybody would bring that up. It has nothing to do with anything, because at the time you used it for what it was intended for. And if this person is a true historian and they were paying attention, they would have known about your lawyer. They would have known about the conversations that you spoke about and that you had your lawyers speak about, and about how all of that, transpired. They don't have that information. All they have is what Joe has repeated, and then this email. I mean, that's a pretty big piece of evidence, I have to say.
Yeah. That's another thing too, because, I've seen people saying, well, the emails, or he mentioned it. Well, number one, I want to see the clip where he did, the date of where he mentioned it. I also, it wouldn't matter if he did or not to me, because they're so focused on it. Why are they so focused on that? Why is this upsetting to Crama True History? And why would they even say that, like Nikki said? I don't. And then, of course, the amount, which Amy and Granny have got wrong, is the same amount, the same dollar amount that Crama True History is getting wrong in the same way. So there's too much for me adding up. Amy and Granny Fanny, you could deflect, you can make up excuses, but I'm on to you, bitches.
Robbie, do you think that Granny Fanny thought, if he thinks he's right, and if he thinks he's got this information and he thinks he's correct and accurate, do you think that he said that on that Crama channel to intimidate you?
I
thinking
think that's
that
all that Crama channel does, yeah.
Not thinking that you would connect him with that.
Possibly, yeah. And
I think that might have been what I think he was. I think he was trying to intimidate you by thinking he had this information that no one else really knows. And I don't think he expected you to be intelligent enough to immediately know, wait a minute, because he probably thought you told everybody about this email, but you didn't.
Right. No. And I play dumb real well when I'm having a good fucking time. And that's why these bitches underestimate me, because I'm like, no, I still see what the fuck you're doing. And I am paying attention.
Robbie, if you were going to share that email with someone, one of your friends, would I not be one of those friends?
You definitely would be.
Okay, so now think about this. This is not something that you've spoken of publicly, right? So obviously Granny Fanny knows this is information that you've not shared. You're keeping it private, but he probably would assume that you've told me, at least. Maybe he put it out there hoping that you would think I or one of your close friends gave it to that channel. But you didn't tell people. You can fucking look anywhere. We've never even discussed it in our chats.
No, and I've mentioned it very quickly and not detailed, not to the point where people would know what the fuck I'm even talking about, or it wouldn't even matter. It'd be something I breezed right over, and it wasn't even a big point or anything that a random troll account would want to go at me for, because it wasn't mentioned in that way at all.
Block that soda fuck face.
What?
So delicious.
Oh, what? They're always nice to me. I think they're kidding.
Oh,
sweet, so delicious. Oh, here he is. Look. Attention, Crama. Dickie knows where Robbie works and is holding him hostage to do her bidding. Please help Bob from this evil pill-popping lunatic. Well, actually, Granny Fanny, my other job is done for, so it wouldn't matter if Nikki knew where I worked or not, because I'm going somewhere else. So nice try, though. That's a nice try, though, bitch. Good try.
Fucking idiot.
So
he's deflecting. He's deflecting.
You stopped.
Oh my God, Robbie!
You should know, Granny Fanny, that I've already said that I'm starting a new place. You know that,
Robbie.
Pay attention before you open your fucking mouth, bitch boy.
Robbie.
What?
Look at the timing. What I just said to you, and he comes in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it speaks
Oh,
volumes.
babe.
Why
Do you
don't you
see- do you
ever
see-
take a link, little bitch? Why do you
No,
always
but
gotta
Robbie,
type your little fingers, Granny, and then go live at the same time? You never face me when I got something to because you know I'm gonna put you in your fucking place
I just said
every
what
fucking time.
he knows he just got caught. Because I just said what I said to you. I explained, about him trying to intimidate you, thinking that you told me at least, and he
Yep.
couldn't fucking help himself. He had to come in and deflect.
Yep.
Come on up, pussy boy.
Come explain yourself.
You know that's you.
Come explain
Yeah, I
why
think
you hid
he
all your
knows.
channel and ran away, and why you can't just be yourself on here. Why you like trolling so much. Your history with Amy and fucking trolling. Explain it all to us, bitch.
He knows that we just fucking got him. That's why he fucking came in here and started typing.
Yeah.
Can I get
And
rid
tried
of
to
him now so
deflect.
we take the link?
And
No.
you intimidate nobody, Granny Fanny. But see, here's the thing: is you try to do it as yourself, but you could do it even 10 times worse under your dumbass fucking troll accounts, and think that you're gonna have no repercussions, no consequences, or nobody's gonna judge you because you're doing it under something else. But you are what you've always been, and I can see it in your childhood just by the way you act, Joe or Jay, whatever the fuck your name is you're so fucking insecure that you want to try to find a place in the world. You want to try to find some sort of validation or where you fit in or who you can go after or get some sort of attention from women that you lack outside the internet, or gay men, which maybe you're just too scared to come out. I don't know what the fuck it is, but you are an insecure person, and that shows in your everyday actions online. That is common sense to see that from someone like you. Any man, I mean, is going to come out here, especially a straight man. You're just not going to give a fuck about people's opinions. You're not going to go after women and gay guys and all that shit. You're a fucking pussy. And you see people that you think you're going to look bigger than just because you're physically bigger, or maybe
He's
your
not.
mouth is bigger, or you think that you could puff out your chest incognito. But bitch, you ain't fucking bigger than me in any motherfucking way, shape, or form. I grew up with an older brother, 4 years older than me, that was so much more tough than me, that taught me how to stand up to fucking ignorant pieces of shit like yourself.
He grew up in a hair salon.
Did he really?
He did.
Well, so he
did.
says, right?
His dad had a beauty salon.
Yeah.
So he hung out with a bunch of
That must be where
women.
he gets the feminine
Yeah,
shit from
a
his
beauty
daddy.
salon, Nikki.
Yes.
Is your dad a little femboy too?
And the beauty
bro?
salon couldn't do him any favors.
No, he grew up surrounded by gossiping women.
I did drop the link, Jellyfish. He dipped out. He always runs away when I drop a link. Every fucking time. He's done that since he came back to YouTube over a year ago.
But I do think it's important to take note of the fact that he was watching this whole live stream, and then right up until you and I started talking about what we were talking about, and that's when he fucking jumped in and said that comment, trying to derail this shit.
Yep.
No, we fucking know. We know.
Yep.
And you have
So
no self-control.
Carry on, little boy. But
Go back to
I
your
don't
Facebook
understand
groups,
why
asshole.
you just can't. Yeah, be your fucking self. Say things as yourself, Granny Fanny. That's why you say about me, you're like, Robbie says the worst stuff and he has a list. Well, bitch, that's because I say it as myself, whether you fucking like it or not. Just because you're too pussy to speak your actual mind and what you feel and think of people, and insults and racist shit that you say and all the shit you say under your troll accounts, you would never say that as yourself. Bitch, I will shock you with what I say. But the difference between me and you is I'm not afraid to be myself and say shit, whether you fucking support, like it, think it's politically correct or not. You are a fucking pussy. You don't show your face. You fucking go under multiple troll accounts, including your Granny Fanny, which is a troll account.
Yeah.
All of them, because you're ashamed to actually you're terrified of what people might react or think of you. Bitch, I ain't. That's why you go after somebody like me, because you envy the fact that I don't give a fuck and I will put you in your place. Period.
Well, he wouldn't give you a link, because why? Because he's fucking under the control. Who's got who by the balls, bitch?
Yep.
Amy's got you by the balls, and we've all witnessed it out here time after time after time. When Robbie goes in your chat and asks for a link, Amy starts screeching and carrying on, and you sit there like a good little bitch.
You're right. The last time that happened, Nikki, you're spot on with that. because I said
Mhm.
drop a
So
link.
who's got who
and
by the balls?
I said drop a link, and Granny Fanny said, okay, I'm dropping a link for Robbie. And Amy goes, no, he's not coming up. If he comes up, I'll leave. No, he's not. And then Granny Fanny, like the little bitch he is, said, oh, nope, you're not coming up. You little
So
bitch.
whose purse are his balls in?
Yep.
Amy's. That's who's.
That's right. That's not the
Any-
only time that's happened either.
No, I mean, it's all the time. So
Actually, Amy bragged about it when she was going off on Tiffany. I can't remember exactly what she said. Maybe if Tiffany's listening, she can let us know. But you know, you've heard Tiffany talk about that, right, Robbie? Where she said that, I think it was Tiffany that went in there and said Amy was saying something like, I run the show. I call the shots.
yeah, and she's
Where's your balls at, Granny?
He's looked for people like, oh, why aren't they in here? So and so's saying that so and so's blocked. Oh, I don't want them blocked. And Amy's like, I blocked them. They're staying blocked. So, and I know what you do, Granny Fanny. When people start calling you out, or you just like when you ran away, I was like, oh, prepare for real life shit to start happening, folks. He's hiding his channel, because that is when you go real life on people the most, isn't it, Granny Fanny? That's when you start doxing, calling police, possible swatting, all that shit, calling jobs. That's your go-to. You've done that for years. You and Amy. Oh, time to go undercover and go back to doing shit behind the scenes. So bitches, if shit starts getting real in real life around here because they're getting called out, it is Amy and Granny Fanny. Those are the first people I'd fucking go to the police for and say, these people are fucking doing real ass shit. Because that's what you do. That's why long ago I warned my original PO about them and sent them all clips of shit they've said about. Do you remember when you said I don't even remember my first PO's name. Now it doesn't even matter anymore. But you said his name and you're like, I'm going to become real good friends with him. I clipped that, sent it to him. He's like, yeah, nobody's called me or reached out to me, because you're a little bitch. That's what you do to try to intimidate. And in Jur's little post, she's all that's out here is addicts and criminals and shit. Jur, listen up, bitch. You guys can talk about criminals, addicts, but you never say the recovery part or how people overcame it. You just want to try to bring people down because you're miserable in your own fucking life. And that high horse picture of yourself, Jur, that's why I updated it for you, because that is not you. That's not what you look like. I know exactly what the fuck you look like.
She looks like Truth Stick.
Jur? No, Jur looks more like fucking Casbat, if you remember. That's what Jur looks like.
Stop
Yes,
it.
she does.
No,
Yes, she does.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's an AI photo of her that I made. But Jur made a post of her all blonde and skinny sitting on a high horse, so I fixed it. I'm like, yeah, that's not you. Let me show what you actually fucking look like, Jur.
I don't believe she's blonde, by the way.
She always dyes her hair crazy colors, and she's overweight. Yes.
Oh, I always imagined her looking like Barb for some reason.
Oh yeah, no.
I would say black hair or red hair.
Yeah, she does all the crazy dumb colors, which doesn't suit her at her age or fucking size. But anyways, I do have to go eat and shower and stuff. But if you guys want to continue this conversation on your channels later, it's a whole fucking rabbit hole. And I mean, Granny Fanny, why would you even acknowledge this if it didn't bother you? Or why would you try to fucking go out of your way and all this? Bitch, you are such a pussy troll bitch. And I'm calling you out for it, whether you believe it or not, or whether I have certain details correct or not. This is my opinion, and I am on to you because you are known for doing this. Amy is known for doing this. You go live and you try to fool people into thinking you're likable people or relatable or that you don't care, and you're just on here clowning people because how crazy they are, when really you are part of the machine. You are part of stirring that pot and poking people and making them feel crazy and gaslighting people and then clipping them and showing how crazy we act. Bitch, I have no problem acting fucking crazy. I'll still put you in your fucking place because at least I'm honestly fucking crazy.
Hold on. Sorry. Speaking of pills, give me a minute because I have to take some.
Clang.
Well, Amy. Miss Amy.
It's my mating call.
She just sits there and says, oh, she sounds good on paper, but her so-called morals only apply to everyone else but her.
Yes. And
Morals.
Amy is not liked by a lot of those people anyways. They really are there for Granny Fanny. They just tolerate her. Amy has ruined her own reputation, and she's trying to fix it or make people forget or find new people to not know what she's done and what she says and all the horrible shit and real life shit she does. And then she finds new people to try to go after the people that have figured her the fuck out. No, you're not going to do that. Amy, you're somebody who literally has fucking gone the most real life on two of the people you called your closest friends on here. And actually Bill too, because I think he was a pretty close friend to you too.
Yeah.
And you want to
You know
talk
what, I'll
about
say
my
this.
track record?
Let me
Robbie
say
turns
this.
on all of his friends. All these
Let me say-
people were your friend at one point, you two-faced snake. Sorry.
Let,
Nick.
let me say this. There are dozens of people, OGs of this community, people who are like went on to do like have great channels, people who may just be in the chats, but people who have been here for 7-8 years, okay, solid ass people. There are dozens of them that we could fucking go to and bring up and ask them about Amy, and every fucking one of them would just tell you exactly what we've been saying. But the only reason I won't do it, it's too fucking embarrassing. It's too embarrassing because they would be like, "What the fuck are you still talking to this or about this? This is a fucking evil ass diabolic." If somebody's writing books about you, and Joe admits he wrote the last book on Amy where she was murdered.
Right.
Fictionally, it was a fiction.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I
Yeah.
mean, but somebody did write a book about her and how evil she is. No one in this community can say that, but this bitch was on Amazon.
Mhm.
Somebody wrote a book about how evil her and Jessica were. And let's talk about Jessica, okay? Amy was they were so close. They were best friends. Everybody called them the evil twins. These bitches, Amy already knew back in the day, back in 2019.
Yeah, they
That
used to have-
bitch couldn't go into anybody's channel, couldn't go into anybody's chat because no one would fuck with her. They would drag the fuck out of her. But now that we had all these new people come in the past few years, none of these people know her history. And if they fucking did, they would dump the bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Amy just goes, these people are harassing me. This person did this person did that. I did nothing
Yeah,
wrong.
listen, I don't want to hear anybody saying a fucking word about me calling, because first of all, I didn't do anything. I didn't lie to her stepfather. But if people, oh my God, if you knew what she has done to others, evil shit.
And
Evil.
still doing it. Still.
Oh, she is.
So, I mean, I don't give a fuck what her excuses are and stuff. I'm going based off what I've observed. And you guys can take or leave. I know there's a lot of information that I tried to put out all in this live stream in the beginning and stuff. But that's what I've observed. The dates, the accounts, when Amy got angry, when Amy turned on me, when Amy fell out, was hateful about Tiffany, and when that account was created. All of it, you can do the math yourself and decide for yourself. You don't have to agree with me. But I know that for myself, and nothing's going to change my mind at this point because I've seen too much of it.
Yeah,
Unless-
Amy
sorry.
even admitted to me, Robbie. She even admitted she was feeding me horse shit.
Yeah,
Just
that's what she
feeding me
does.
horse shit. Just to go at someone. The one time she was trying to get me to go at AJ.
And me,
Yeah.
she really did, Robbie. You know what she did? I'll just tell you this quick story before you go. So I only knew of Bill from Amy would mention her friend Bill. This is before he started doing live streams. And so when he started doing live streams, I happened to go into his live because I wanted to hear him because I'd heard a lot about him. So I was listening to his live stream. He was talking about Wendy, and he said Wendy Peck, and he said that he went in her chat and she called him an asshole or something. And I don't want to go into detail about it because that's not the point here. Okay. But Bill truly believed that she was being like mean to him. And so I was listening, and now he had his chat set to subscribers only for like an hour or something for whatever reason, but I couldn't chat. So I went to Amy and I said, Amy, because I love Wendy, and I've known her since like 2019. And I said, Amy, I just heard your friend Bill, and he said, that Wendy called him an asshole. I said, you should let him know that Wendy, she would never do that.
This was back in 2018, 2019.
Yeah. So anyways, so I was just saying to Amy, I said, just let him know that, Wendy wouldn't say that and like mean it. Sometimes she does say things that if someone tells her to say something. That was the gist of it. And that was it. Next thing I know, I go to fucking Bill's. I'm blocked. And he's dragging me. I'm like, I go back to Amy. I'm like, what the fuck? He didn't say to me. He didn't say my name. He just said,
your name.
If you have a problem or anybody who has a fucking problem with things that I say, come to me. And he's like, so I was like, Amy, what the fuck? Why is this guy so mad at me?
I wasn't mad at you. I wasn't mad at you. I was mad at Amy.
Because no, Bill, you were mad at me. You were, because Bill, I don't know what Amy told you, but she obviously apparently she ran to Bill and she was losing her fucking mind over, like, she totally twisted what I had said and made accusations towards Bill. And Bill thought that I was the one who said and that's what Amy does, though.
Yeah.
Did she want you to stop going live?
Yeah.
Yeah, she wanted me to go. I remember that. She told him
she didn't want me to go live because I had an opinion of Jur. And
she actually got mad when you started getting a following, Bill. She got angry.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Of course she did.
Bitch.
And I kind of seen right through her at the end, Robbie.
Well, that usually happens.
Within 3 or 4 months of me coming back to this cesspool of community, I started to see right through her. I was like, okay, why are you over at Hookers and you're friends with Robbie?
Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
Well, she's always bouncing from one place to the other. And I think one of the main reasons that is because she never truly can just stand on her own and speak up for herself. She can't do what you, Nikki does, I do, what normal people who just have something to voice their opinion on, whether people like it or not, and they just hit the live button and they go live by themselves. She doesn't have that ability. So she's always going from one person to the other that will speak up for her, that will give her a place, not only to get her opinions out, but for you to do it for, exactly, Nikki, for you to do it for her. And also so that it also looks like, well, you're the one doing it. So if you get any backlash, she's just there with you. It's not, people aren't directly just coming for her. Meanwhile, she's the one pulling up all the information, getting all the details for you to talk about or show, or giving you information that's going to piss you off to the point where you are going to go after that person.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, my voice is getting hoarse.
I remember the one time, Robbie, she says, "Oh, let's go after AJ today."
Yeah,
I'll be give me a link and I'll be on your channel in an hour or two. She never showed up.
Yeah,
she made up a bullshit shit excuse about her family, which I didn't fucking believe for a minute. Yeah, and I wasn't mad at you, Nikki.
No, no, Bill, I already know the situation. And I was going to say that it was actually in Lycan's chat that Bill and I got to know each other. Like, actually got to know each other. And, like, he's been a mod for... How long have you been a mod for me, Bill? A long time.
A long time.
And, yeah, and that never would have happened.
Yeah, because I blamed...
Had we not been able to hang out.
I didn't blame you, Nikki. I blamed Amy.
Yeah. No, but I'm just saying initially you were like, what the fuck?
No, the reason why I blocked you is because Amy kept accusing me of being friends with her friends, and I was an embarrassment to be around, and I just didn't want any trouble at first, so I just blocked a few people that Amy was so-called close to. You get what I'm saying, Nikki?
Yeah. No, I get it, Bill.
Yeah, I was trying to calm a bitch down. Let's just put it that way.
Guys, I really need to go eat because I feel like I'm having like a shaky hypoglycemic attack.
Ouch.
So,
oh God! All right, I'll leave. I'm out. I'm going to go prepare myself for my live because I need to explain some things. But thanks for having me up, Robbie. I love you, Bill. Right.
Also,
I'll probably see you in my chat. Everybody else,
Nikki,
I'm out.
Nikki,
what?
Don't forget the excitement from last night that you recorded.
Robbie, I got to edit that. I said some shit that shouldn't be heard by public ears.
Okay.
Not ignorant shit, but sexual shit. I was being filthy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
Nikki,
I don't care, but yeah, I will
Nikki,
show that.
Nikki, if someone went to Amy, all right,
Okay.
and she keeps saying
Robbie's like
but she-
crashing out here.
yeah,
or
but
dying.
she kept
Okay, he's
going
not. That's fine.
at me and screaming, I don't know my facts, and
Yes.
I just said, fuck you, Amy. You're not gonna
Well-
come in and tell me what the fuck to do. You're not gonna control me.
Well,
And I saw right through Amy at the end.
Exactly. Exactly. So it's fine.
Right.
And you
So I
were right
told
about her.
I
So
told her go fuck herself,
mhm.
and I'll be gone.
That, and on that note, I'm gonna be gone. Yeah, Robbie, I gotta yeah. I'll try and edit that quickly, and hopefully people won't have to listen to the filth that is my mouth. On that note, everybody, I'm out. Have a good one, and I'll chat with you guys later. Bye.
Okay, thanks for coming up. All right, guys. I'm I need to go. I need to like order a pizza or something, because I'm like, you know, when you get like really hungry, and I think I had 3 cups of coffee, barely was drinking my water, so I'm like shaky. Anyways, I hope you guys have a beautiful evening. You could take what I said with however you want to take it. That's allegedly my fucking opinion from my observation, from the evidence that I've seen, and my fucking intuition, and all of the above. So you could take it or leave it. Granny Fanny, you sure didn't stick around long. Once again, once I dropped a link, and you never fucking do, because you're a pussy. You've never faced me without anybody around. I would have let Nikki and Bill go. You don't. You need your comfort zone, bitch. Because that's what people with no fucking backbone do. I ain't the one. Anyways, guys, have a good one. I'll see you later. Thank you, Nana, for the Cash App yesterday. That was really sweet. I think I'm going to order a pizza with it or something. So I don't know if I'll probably be live before my birthday, maybe even on, because my birthday is next Tuesday. So I know we have other birthdays coming up. Rachel, you're a Gemini, isn't your birthday coming up? You're Gemini, right? I know Wyoming's birthday is probably coming up, but fuck her. Oscar's birthday, Iris's birthday is on the same day as mine. So many birthdays. Gemini season is here. Hey, AJ, go to the beginning, girl. Amy loved to use all of you to go at me. She sure did. She does that all the time. So anyways, guys, have a good one. Here's another version of that song that I made today when I signed up. It's really fun. But have a good evening. I'll see you over at Nikki's later. Bye.
Hey. Yeah. I'm say, Robbie, baby, yeah, I came from the dirt. Built myself up while these clowns still hurt. Pearl clutch queens better run it high, cause I'm pulling screenshots for the live stream ride. Got Baron in the window, Trump in the cage. Meanwhile, these bitter hoes stuck filled with rage. Talk slick online with a fake little grin, but panic starts the second that I log in. Take it or leave it, believe it or not, I'm serving tea so hot it'll burn up the pot. You thought I was quiet, baby, what a shock. Tonight I'm exposing every fake on the block. Receipts in my hand, got the chat going wild. These messy little haters acting bitter and vile. Granny Fanny running mouth all day non-stop, but I'm about to send the whole panel in a shot. Me in the shadows trolling down south. Fake accounts dripping venom from the mouth. Click, click, boom, and the screenshots drop. Say Robbie's live and the views don't stop. They gossip in circles while I speak facts. Meanwhile their stories keep cracking with cracks. Type fast, laugh fast. Swear they so tough till receipts hit the screen and they suddenly hush. I don't do fake, I don't kiss no rings. I drag nonsense while the Cash App sings. Been rock bottom low, now I'm back on top, and I ain't slowing down till the drummer all drops. Oh, clutch your pearls, grab your wig. Robbie came through and the mess got big. Live stream lights in the comments fly. Another fake exposed while the viewers cry. Receipts in my hand. Yeah, the truth gon' sting. Receipts in my hand. I don't need permission, I don't need a king. Granny Fanny better zip that lip before another screenshot makes the whole ship tip. Amy and the trolls keep hiding in the dark, but I'm lighting up the chat with a petty little spark. Take it or leave it, believe it or not. Say Robbie's in the building, now the whole room hot.